Hello and welcome to the first segment of Hot in the City.
Whoop whoop, baddies.
I'm here for the sound effects already.
No, I'm saying
My name is Saina Bubalda and I'll be your host for this evening. Joining me today is my girl, my homie. I ain't supposed to tell you this, but she also my lawyer. Miss Aisha Jameh. Introduce yourself, say hi.
Assalamu alaikum. White Gambia.
Salam warahmatullahi. No.
Sorry, we are like menaces gathered, so forgive me.
No, they really did their thing. And on my right, always been on my right side.
See love.
My good side, my best side. That's my man. Okay, that's my husband, Mr.
Yes.
Ped.
Love.
Jai, how you doing? Bro?
Hello.
God, today's wahala. Let's see the Gambia to come and do this.
They gathered the menaces on this fine Sunday.
They
so
did.
Where do we begin?
Where do we start? Valentine's Day is on the 14th. What's a good way to start Hot in the City? Then what is the hottest topic right now? Valentine's Day.
4 days and counting. So if you need to organize what you need to organize,
Well, I guess
begin your organization.
I'm going to the airport. It's a great way of starting it.
That ain't everybody. We're in Gambia.
Y'all too.
We're in Gambia, and Gambia takes Valentine's Day very seriously.
Extremely seriously.
That's the time that, the guys got to make sure that both of their girlfriends don't come to the house at the same time. The supermarket about to be red
Objection.
and white.
Why is an objection?
Because-
it's true. I
But it's
discovered last year.
This just started with an attack on men, what?
We're just stating facts.
I
Oh,
just-
so
Why
women
Why
don't
getting
have
so
multiples?
defensive? Why?
I legit just said the supermarket was red and white. I don't even know why you trying to
Like-
throw some shade here. Like, we was just being gentle, sir. We started gentle.
Gently.
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
But no, this is Gambia's really favorite topic, relationships. We go through that every time.
Twitter is about to be. Please, guys, we're all going through lots in this world at this time. So please, to keep the peace, buy the fake roses if you need to buy the fake roses.
Yeah, and please don't forget to
organize
spray
your
it.
bitches if you need to organize your bitches. Let them not be embarrassing each other in their workplaces because there's 6 of them. Please.
And please spray
We're
the
all
roses.
going through a lot right
Please
now.
spray the roses. That dust is in this country.
The dust.
It's real. I'm telling y'all, please spray the roses. I'll never forget when somebody gave me what smelled like molded rose. I'll never forget that. I'm still scarred by the scent. Let's not do that.
Wow,
That is
thank
not
you.
ideally,
The supermarkets have deals, so the excuse of we are in hard times,
Thank you.
worldwide inflation is on everyone. So find a new excuse.
But
All
one
the
rose is like
supermarkets,
$200.
you.
Valentine's
No.
Day is a day for love.
Patronize your people. Many people are coming with
Bugger.
their packages.
But guys,
Organize between 5 to 10K.
let me ask you something.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Because to this point, you've only talked about what the man has to do. What do you say to your fellow girls?
Relax, we'll get there. We'll get there. We will get there, sir.
There's a lot of
Relax.
responsibility just being thrown on us. I'm sorry, fellas. It's
You know what?
them. It's not me.
It's okay. Let's start with that. Let's start with that. Since you said we all niggas, what is a healthy relationship for men?
Balance. Both of you. Aisha, don't. Because it will.
did I do?
No, this.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. You, niggas,
I know.
don't. You said you wouldn't swear.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. We will regulate our speaking.
I am so.
Okay, continue. Say with your promise.
There goes. Today gonna be shaggy. Shaggy. I said, what does a healthy relationship look like for the Gambian man?
Answer the question. Answer the people.
I don't know if it's just for the Gambian men, but for men in general.
No, let's talk about the Gambian context we're existing in, shall we? The one
Please.
There's a lot of things happening in the
Yes.
world. Let's focus
Okay.
on Gambia.
So again, question.
That's the question.
Yeah.
What does a healthy relationship look like?
For a Gambian man.
It's about to sound like servitude.
No, for me, it's just love and compassion. But that's
And how
me.
is that looking? How does love and compassion look to you as a Gambian man? 'Cause-
Well, it entails being loving to begin with.
Oh, the bitches that are so desperate to get married, they don't.
No, but
Oh,
it's
my
not
bad.
about.
My bad.
It's not about the ladies nor the men.
Sorry. So the ladies.
Actually, you pay me $5
I'm so
anytime I
sorry.
hear a cuss
I'm so
word.
sorry. Yes, sorry.
That would actually be fun.
Sailors,
Swear jar.
mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Continue
I'm
answering your
interrupting
question.
you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So being loving and affection, I think it's quite easy. All you have to do is be open with each other. You know, let the guards fall a little. I think the guards might be too high for people, not letting people in, you know?
So you're saying people are like getting together, guarded?
Yeah.
That's wild.
But is it? What's your...
So what's the point?
What does a healthy relationship look like for you?
Emotional availability and openness and the intention that this is what we're doing. So when we're in it and we're not doing what is
we clocked out
required to make this work, I'm a bit confused.
No, but that's what he's saying.
So people are getting together with people and thinking that
nobody wants to get hurt.
Yeah, so everybody's guarded, and it's
it
not the
easier
man
to
or the
be
woman.
alone than read some books?
No.
Travel, develop yourself. What's this?
No, because you sit down while you're reading a book. You get a ping from Instagram. Mariama got married to Steve, and you dated Steve 3 months ago.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
mess.
You know, they have that, like, they have to deal with that trauma. But then again, that's on them, child. That's on them.
So for you, it's like compassion,
loving. Yeah.
And for me, it's intentionality and emotional availability, because I'm not going to be talking to a wall that wants to cuddle me next.
But that might be the way the wall falls down. You know?
The wall needs to go in God's 2024. The wall can figure out how not to be a wall.
In 1989, when the Berlin Wall fell, yeah, it fell with love and compassion. So I truly believe that for the walls to fall, we have to be open and compassionate towards each other.
Okay, cool. That might be a good starting point. Next. Look at this man.
I cannot deal with you two. I knew this was going to be a trip, and it's already being a trip. Okay, so what would you say it's like dating in Gambia? Since actually you live here full time, I'm gonna turn that question to you. He be here for about a month or 2 or 6, and then go.
Start like on a positive note.
That's a positive note.
Me? My dating experience in Gambia?
No, but it's just like generally, what do you think it's like dating? Because you are part of the scene, but it's also like you've had to see people go on dates a lot. You know, them 3 chick dates.
Oh, that's a thing. Some of us have not advanced to that level, so we're not even aware of 3 chicks dates.
Me, I've seen different. I've seen village. I've seen tropical dates. I've even seen Kairaba Avenue, Maxi.
The La Parisienne.
The village dates are real.
No, the Cassie Lounge dates, though.
Yeah, you see, maybe call me for the Cassie Lounge dates. The Kololi Beach Mani Sushi dates, call me for those. Because I feel like it's the kids that are doing this village Senegambia date. Maybe because I'm not a child no more. My dating experience in Gambia has been, in one word, very discouraging. Let us say that. It's extremely discouraging.
So discouraging is a word. Discouraging. Like what matters?
I feel like it's going to be 10 more episodes to break down the discouraging nature of my dating experience. So let me just say that. And I'm not putting it on like the opposite party. Like I can acknowledge it's very much a process for me as well. But going through that process here with the hindrances, let me just say, I can't walk with a wall. I can't work with like lack of reciprocity and lack of intention and lack of direction.
Yeah, but also like you guys are all coming back to awareness. It's like people lack awareness in their own relationships. Because for me, I feel like the reason why I don't really like the dating scene in Gambia is because people don't like to take responsibility for their actions, like at all. Like people will either tell you, I want you to jump 60 miles up in the sky. And then you're just there to be like, how are you going to help me jump? Is there a ladder? Is there like a drop? Is there something that's going to like push me up? What is it?
Like there seems to be just a lack of understanding that we're supposed to be doing this while being on the same page. Like one party is always expecting the other party to I will admit, like women perhaps are always expecting the men to carry just a certain load. The men are expecting the women to, and then at some point you just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's me. I was spoiled by my parents in seeing what love and a partnership is supposed to look like. So when that is not resembling in like my interactions, I'm like, I don't even know where to start to make this even work. So I tend to just fall back.
That's what you've seen and like your experiences.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, but my experiences are constant patterns. And it's not just me. When we all sit and discuss, we seem to always have a similar thread of thought and experiences.
But the idea, I think what's lacking in what you said was communication. Because if everyone has expectations and you don't talk about those expectations, how will you then be on the same page?
I can walk with a wall. You say you are aware of when I stated my expectations to one particular
human being,
underdeveloped human being, and he looked at me like I was speaking Chinese to him. So, and that's where it started and ended, because you're playing in my face, respectfully. So, yeah.
Underdeveloped.
Can we talk about that?
Like, I just need a moment of that. That underdeveloped was bars, because my brain was just like underdeveloped. As a man, if you get called the underdeveloped, you need to go look at yourself.
Especially
and this man is like after 25.
Mid-30s, a man heading to his mid-30s, you don't know how to have a conversation
man
about how
somewhere-
a relationship is gonna work, how you would even prefer for a relationship
A
to
man
go.
somewhere just got astray. He like,
So,
why is she talking about my business like
Thank
that?
God, yeah. We are talking about mentally and not physically underdeveloped.
Of course.
Because that would have been a madness.
Oh, God. One thing about the Gambian men, they will look their age. I don't know if upstairs is correlating with the body, but yeah, so.
Yo, there might be kids listening to this. Please.
We haven't said anything.
I'm dead.
I
You
just
know
feel
what?
like physically they will look 35. Mentally, clearly, we're 19. It's all very disappointing.
That is something I want to ask though, because I feel like it's just, I want to know, what is your biggest turn off? Like a trait that like Gambian men have that is your absolute no-go, like turn you off.
Unpreparedness.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Unpreparedness.
That's actually a really good one.
You're acting like you're unaware of what is happening here. Sir, you asked to step out. So when you asked to step out, organization, sorry.
Yes.
So it's like when we get somewhere and you're acting as if you just, I don't know, it gives me the ick when I feel I have to like feel safe.
Yes.
And feel like I can rely on you. So when we all enter the same place and you're looking lost, especially if it's something you organize and you come and you're looking like you don't know what you're doing here, what you want to do here, I'm like, okay. And then that makes me feel like now I gotta step up and maybe inquire and that.
And that's when you fall into your masculine energy.
I'll be at my father's house.
And everybody wants to be upset
I
then.
don't need to be navigating things.
But what do you
I
put
thought
in
she
being
didn't handle.
unprepared, though?
Like I just,
Oh, I can answer that for you.
Yeah.
The unprepared is, I'm going to call you up at like 3 and be like, hey, I want us to go out by 6. And you're like, all right, cool. Where we going? Hamanguma. What time are we going to, should I be ready? What can I wear? Like what type of setup it is? I don't know. So
But how can you expect
Just
a
lack of
person to know your wardrobe?
No, it's not a word. No, my wardrobe.
Yeah.
It's, sir, I want you to tell me, hey, I'm going to pick you up at 6. I'm taking you to Cassie's Lounge.
Like-
Please wear something, whatever you like, because it's Cassie's Lounge. See whatever you want to wear. Check it out online first. And, you could prep yourself, but I'm going to pick you up on time. So, how many time left that So, go here 6. How many 7 la mo pare? Okay, mo pare 5. Okay? So, y'all going to be there on time. It's simple. It's literally what she's coming back to. It's communication and intention, and saying, you know what, I want to take this time and dedicate it to spending it with her.
But I think by setting the plan, he already has done that, hasn't he?
That's my
wait,
point.
like,
But
your
what she's
keyword
telling
is
you is,
communication. Was this communicated to me?
No, okay.
No,
So he
that's
might
what
not
she said.
know what you should wear or how. For
Then
you
you
to
are
know.
clearly not intentional about the time.
He doesn't
you're
know
about
where
to
you're
spend together.
going, what time y'all really need to be there. It's not about the wardrobe. The wardrobe there lets you know, because every girl gotta know what she gotta wear and where she gotta
In
go.
this Gambia, you gotta
If
be prepared.
what I'm wearing at Cassie's Lounge is different from what I'm wearing from 3 Chicks. They're not the same
Exactly.
place, the same energy, the
village.
same outfit vibe. Or village.
Okay.
They don't go the same. So if he tells me the location, I already know what I'm gonna wear.
It's less about the outfit and more about the internationality. You don't even know where you're taking me. You want to
But
take
the
me
key
somewhere.
intention is that he wants to spend time with you, isn't it?
How, my good son?
He already called you and said, "Be ready at 6."
Okay.
So he
And you
wants
have
to
no
spend
plan.
time with you.
So
he doesn't
they-
care where you spend the time.
See, this sound to me like, let's say
this
you
world,
about to get
our
ready for
brains
war,
go separately.
and like you legit said, you know what, we gotta be at Iraq at 5, and you're like, oh, so do we got weapons and everything sent already? I don't know, man. We just gonna go and see. That's what that's giving.
No,
It's like you're not
just-
prepared for where you're going. So that means already, that already tells me as a
Already,
dude,
as a-
you're
you're
not
not
somebody,
encouraging me.
you're not encouraging me
You're
to
not
want to be with
encouraging me
you
as a
or spend
girl.
time with you. Because I already know now, moving forward, you will get lazy in making these simple little
Like, you
plans,
can't
and I would have to take
Put
on.
together a basic plan. Now we're supposed to navigate a relationship.
But
Shit
what
with you?
about if his battle is different from your battle?
Then open
Then
your
that's
mouth
the
and
thing.
tell me your
Thank you.
battle.
What she said.
I'm not a psychic. I'm not going to enter your brain and psychoanalyze. your
Exactly. My
limitations.
juju is not that strong.
Okay, but
I'm
do
not-
you
I'm not
expect
here-
him to do the same for you? Because that's basically what you're telling me now. To
What?
do the psychoanalysis and tell you.
No, my nigga, it's simple. Yo, I want to spend time with you.
not a hard
Let's go on a date.
concept.
Because if she wants to spend time with you, she'll tell you, we'd ask you, what are you doing tomorrow? Okay, nothing. I want to spend time with you. I want to see you. Do you maybe want to go to the beach or something? I could meet you halfway. You have to understand, women have the capability of when they're interested in you, to just not even see properly. That's why they say love is blind, because we do not see. We just want to put in that effort. We want to spend time with you. We want to be there.
And we want to feel like we're not the only ones making this work.
To spend time with you, exactly.
Okay, because if that's the case, I'll just be single and do it for myself and not be with someone and carrying the weight of two people. That's very counterproductive.
That is my ick. My ick is niggas being unprepared, because I don't think it's cute. Because I'm like, bro, that means eventually in a relationship you're lazy.
You're not.
That's what it's gonna tell me. In a relationship, you're not gonna put in effort. I'm gonna always have to be the one in charge of the relationship. I'm already always in my masculine energy. You're telling me to completely come and home and live with that, bro. I'll pass. I want to be a guy.
Raise a boy into a man so that he can then put a second bitch on me. It's not my job.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. So he can put a second wife upon me.
$10
for my job. Come, like they have been saying, come to me healed and fully cooked.
Thank you.
Fully cooked.
Come to me fully cooked.
But that's the expectations. Like what kind of expectations are you holding for a person that you want to, get with romantically?
Is this your question?
This is my question.
Okay, my bad.
No, go ahead.
What expectations? My expectations are the basics. And if I'm asking...
What are the basics to you?
The basics... child. It is God's 2024. Do I need to be listing intentionality? Do I need to be listing consideration? Do I need to be listing basic human treatment of respect? And
communication.
Just the basics to make, like, what it takes to make a relationship with your parents work, your friends work. Why does it now, when it comes to the opposite sex, you think it's just not even supposed to exist and I'm supposed to pick up?
But let's be honest. In the beginning,
I'm not asking for you to pay a bill. I'm not asking for you to buy land. I'm not asking for you to buy Birkin.
But Aisha,
like I could be real unreasonable.
In the beginning, listen, girls. In the beginning, the person, like, isn't the whole objective to get to know each other?
Sure.
And he won't know how you're thinking, or this person.
Then what are we doing here? We're not going to open our mouths to find
let me finish now.
Let him land.
If you get to the point where you ask him, where are we going? And he doesn't know. Yeah? Tell him that you must know so that you can move. Because if you don't know, you don't know.
Okay, see now, let's say she says that to a Gambian man, a typical Gambian man. I'm going to use the word typical, right? Oh. You got to understand something. Gambian men's pride will always overrun their calm attitude, because this not see palm. Like, he's already seen himself as like, why you got to question where we got to go? I'm telling you, I'm going to get you and you're good. Wherever we go, you're going to be good. No, sir. Do you know who I am? What my caliber is? I don't want you to take me somewhere that I'm not supposed to even be in the same veranda.
She said what she said.
Okay.
Like, that's the point. Because then I know, can we actually go together?
But what if he just wants to introduce you to his world?
I don't mind. Tell me where your world is.
That.
Thank you.
I think you're severely underestimating.
No, I'm asking the questions.
Okay,
from an outsider's perspective.
Okay, from my perspective,
we're telling you the shenanigans.
The 1, 2, 3s of communication is not there unless perhaps I push it. And if I do push it, like I said, I'm being met like I'm speaking Chinese. Like the scenario I have painted that scenario to someone, and they stared at me like I was speaking Japanese, and I was like, your lack of an answer is already an answer. I'm not gonna sit here and do back and forth, fight for you.
And ladies, that's what we call awareness, self-awareness.
So I was like,
some of you lack that, but God, that's another conversation.
Because to me, that's just signaling. I mean, if it's not a yes, it can only be a no. That's just signaling. Perhaps your brain has not. Our situation has not motivated you for your brain to even think that far, which means we probably should not be in this situation wasting our time.
But I'm guessing this is not a first date situation.
It's not a first date.
No, first dates. No, one thing about Gambia, man, I'm going to give them is if they want to really riz you, my nigga gonna put up all the stops. I know, I have a swear jar too, because,
Go ahead.
But black men in Gambia will put up the spots. They will come and raise you up so well, you think, no, this one can do me no wrong. Son, they will raise you on Monday, and by Friday, they already over it because you did not do what they think you would have done. You're not responding in a manner they expect you to respond. And then from there, it's just like, hey, no, kirafa upal, kirafa majai, hard to get. And they do it with a chest too. Hard to get. Omo, I was giving myself time to check you, and you're already showing yourself. That's the thing too. I don't know if it's just me, because it might just be me too. Because the time I was dating Gambian men was like 6 years ago. Actually, no, take that back. About 8 years ago. Because in high school, I didn't even like y'all. It was impersonal. Y'all just was not it.
Oh God, sir.
We have a new edition.
The menaces have.
No, he said I gotta come in for my Gambian man.
Support.
Heard.
Yes.
He said they was
Yes,
digging
so
on
why
this
have
man.
you joined this meeting in an emergency manner?
I think like that sounds very loud. Is it because I'm used to that?
Yes.
Or the mic is.
The mic is rubbing against her.
It's Chris.
Now this is balance. 2 men, 2 women.
And what would the new man? Like
Well, I'm here to support my sister and my fellow host.
Hey.
And welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome me to the show.
Yes, welcome you to the show that you just brought yourself in.
For emergency
Because they were
purposes.
ganging up on him and I had to be a man's man. You see what I'm saying? No, this is a good topic to come to. You know, like in relationships in Gambia, one thing I also like is the relationship you got with the boy, and then you got a guy with the boy's friends. Because his friends gonna come with you, hey, Sinjabarbi. Sinjabarbi. No, man, that's your girl. No, they will
the
hype
PTSD
you
I am going through right
like heaven. You would think an angel landed. It would be that same guy when he brings his other girlfriend for Tuesday, because you are Monday. They bring the other one for Tuesday. Hey, Sinjabarbi.
No, do you want to know some tea though? Those niggas hyping you up. Once your situation ends, they think it's their turn. So you think your niggas on your side when it comes to this girl, and that nigga is pillow talking.
Yes,
Pillow
trying to text
talking
ask
your
you like, what's your
business.
girlfriend's number?
Pillow talking to your ex.
So
double check your friends. You think they're on your side.
Your friends are your up.
They're pillow talking because they
Friends
want
are
their
your up.
turn. It's even mad they think me. I'm doing turns in the same
In
friend
Gambia,
group. You're mad.
your friends are your up. And girls don't trust their friends. Their friends lying to you like they lying to the other girl
Yes.
and that other girl and that other girl.
The way you felt like you're part of the group, then the last four or five felt.
If
part
you don't
of
know
the
what that
group.
means, go listen to Cruel Love by Drake.
Again, may I ask a question? Okay,
Okay.
because again we're attacking the men, yeah,
Okay.
not
We're
even
not
attacking,
attacking.
but we're very much like
Yes,
focusing
focusing
No, I get
on
on
the
the
guys.
girls too.
Yes, no.
Putting the men under a microscope.
Fine, let's put
No.
the women on the
Let me.
microscope.
Gambian women have if my level of tolerance was here for Gambian women, after I came back to Gambia, my tolerance was here. Because the quality of women in Gambia was not the quality of women in Gambia I left. And that's just facts. The quality of women I left in Gambia in like 2016 ain't the quality of women I found in Gambia
Ain't
in
no
like
one like
2021.
this one.
But that's the truth. That's what I'm saying. Self-awareness.
But yeah,
And that's on both the
self-awareness.
genders. They lack self-awareness. Because most of these girls will get from one relationship, jump to the other. And it's about cruel love
And
too.
they'll have three
They
lined
also in
up.
cruel love. They will be talking with Samba, Demba, and Paul. You've seen Bena Watanbi. And then you're there like, oh, he didn't give me money, so I'm going to ask Samba, and Samba give me money, then this one is a broke nigga. And I'm just here like, you're 16, my
Oh,
nigga.
child, talk about
16, child.
You're
And like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say, I'm tired of all you girls just out here throwing coochie left and right. Like, it's free. This market ain't free. And if you're doing it like that, I'm telling you, in the terms of prostitution, it is still prostitution no matter how you
Oh
put
my
it.
goodness.
I'm just saying that's the truth. You don't like it, then don't do it. But that's what's happening.
Yeah, I feel
and
like
that's the facts.
the
'Cause
Gambian girlies, we should have a
Twitter-
conference. We should have a conference sooner or later.
On God.
We're missing some basics.
on God,
I
will
do
invite
not
some of
blame
us.
you. I blame the society. It's not your fault.
I need the becho aunties, the back in the day ghetto
Yes,
aunties that
we
used to
need
wear
some
becho and be
conferences.
dancing to come and talk to us again. Because those people had riz, but they had respect
We
in their riz.
we lost the
And
plot.
we just did because
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Just in the terms of a generation,
Okay,
and this
let's
is
talk
just an
to
observation, yeah, because those women you are talking about, they raised these men that apparently
Yeah.
are the problem. So
we didn't
are
say
they
they're the
not-
problem. We just say they're part of the problem.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the women in the betches they were
Okay.
talking about. Are they not then part of the problem?
No, see, the women in the bedrooms used to talk to you advice. This is what your young aunties. I'm not talking about just any woman in the bedroom. I'm talking about a specific one. There's that one auntie we all had growing up that did not have a filter. She didn't even like how men behaved mad. That's the one auntie that raised the one son that was proper in the head. Don't bobo no one can study IT league. No, he getting good money. He just found his hijabi wife from like the masjid that he just went to that one Friday by luck. That's that auntie's kid, because that's the auntie that you would think like she's ratchet as hell. That's the one that your mama used to talk smack about behind her back. That's that auntie. Because that auntie will corner you and the girl be like, bul bay boy nahla de. Ñom yeb dañ ñom affaire bu ñu gor la. Bula bay ken nahla. And they would be the ones to talk to you. And I realized something. A lot of young girls don't have that anymore.
Yep.
Nobody's trying to talk to them and tell them what the situation really is, bro. Men are everywhere. They're not just in Gambia. And Gambian women to me act like men are dissolving
Gambian
like
women,
sugar.
the aggression in the pursuit of niggas.
It's
once
worse.
Again,
It's like a Nigerian man's aggression for wanting a woman is the ones the Gambian women have. And I'm just like, you used to have this class, this way you carried yourself. Like even when you walked past me, another woman, I look at you and be like,
it's not their fault.
God.
It's a bit down
you
to
know,
numbers.
like they had that quality about them. It was not just sexual, it was sensual. It was pretty. I used to appreciate it. I cannot do that to save my life because everybody got on the same jeans, got on the same outfit. Nobody want to be unique. Everybody wants to copy what they saw on Instagram. And I'm like, you're missing that intricate part that made you a real Gambian woman.
Which comes with centering yourself and
Exactly.
not a man, and actually like deciding you're going to develop yourself beyond just being good enough for men and being chosen by men. So perhaps that's a good start. Well, we will have the conference.
Yes.
Now the men, please tell us how you feel
No. Yo,
about
mom, yun.
Oh, how we feel about
Gambian women.
Yes.
Since we've expressed our feelings on the men extensively.
Well, I think it's kind of blown out of proportion, especially with the help of social media. There's still a lot of good women around,
Oh, no, exactly.
but it's like what we're seeing is what we think is the norm, right?
And what
You
are
just
you
have to.
seeing?
You just have to look at. You just have to change your
Bikini, Birkin girl.
your perspective on a different side. You will see those women, they're still around.
Just out of curiosity, what are you seeing that's like blown out of proportion? And
What am I seeing is like the quality of women that she's talking about, right?
which includes what? Specify it so people can have some awareness.
Yes,
If
I'd be
the
like,
shoe fits,
he did one
wear it.
So look,
Wear it.
the thing is, there's a thing about when something is trendy, right? You look at how social media is moving. There's this portrayal of what the ideal woman is. I think this is a new phenomenon, especially on Insta models, Insta influencers, and a lot of women are trying to emulate that, and men are, I don't know, I mean, we're visual creatures, right?
So you fall for it easily.
Yes.
Obviously.
And then they start to ask that as their standards. Fake them, they don't, they
That's the
own
thing.
country.
Look, no, that's not the standard. What you need to understand is, right? The type of woman, men. I don't want to be so explicit, right? But the type of woman men would just mess around with are not the women that men marry.
Marry.
Yes.
Oh, that still exists. I thought our fathers were moving like that. I didn't think our generation of men were moving like that.
Oh, I think it's worse.
She threw me under the bus. Wow.
I think it's worse now because
No, I did.
I don't even know how to put this.
Yeah, it's fine. You're being a nice gentleman. You're not gonna drag the women the way we drag the men.
No, I'm sorry.
It's a nice-
I
No,
still wanted to
we-
comment on the
we-
Naomi thing because he was like Instagram models. I'm like, I'm sorry, we had Naomi Campbell. You know,
Naomi
We had
Campbell-
Iman.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
all have. I
And
just
we
gave
still
away that, which
appreciated
is
ourselves,
fine, which is
and we
fine.
still loved how we looked. Like I used to appreciate Gambian men a lot because Gambian men love dark skinned women. Like they just love women of every shape, proportion, build. Like they will come from your flatness and still love you in your bigness, your skinniness, your in betweenness. And I used to appreciate about y'all. And then suddenly it's like, huh?
But-
Kaya do flaggy.
Oh,
I'm like,
it's not.
your mama was 6 times bigger than me when your dad married him and you want to disrespect me in this country.
I think the issue is we are not having real conversations about the
Thank you.
relationships.
Because we don't know what it looks like.
No.
Oh, we don't.
We really don't.
If we don't, that
No,
means our
like-
parents failed us.
No,
But-
we do know what relationships looks like. We just don't want that. We want the things that are being trendy, like what we see on
I'm
social
sorry.
media, what we see in music videos, what we see in movies. There's a underlying problem.
Which is beyond Gambia, because that's a generational.
It's beyond Gambia because
social
what's happening
media.
outside do have a direct
Yes.
influence on what's happening here.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if we keep, again, I mean, this segment is about, it's your segment, right? But the reason why I came into this, it's because you guys were dragging us Gambian men.
We
man.
were
That's
dragging
why
yo.
No, but then we're opening the floor for honesty
giving
from
for
you all, and you all are
honesty.
being
No,
nice,
but okay.
polite young
No, let me
men.
be
You don't
honest.
want to
Yeah, I
be
think
honest
also
about.
there's a societal problem
Absolutely.
because there's this gap. Because wherever you go, they will ask you, Where's your wife? Do you have a wife yet? Why don't you have a wife yet?
Okay.
We have a girl here. You need a wife? I'll get you a wife.
Yeah, they be quick with it.
And for the girls, I know and I've heard, "Ana suñu jëkkër, ana kañ la jëkkër di ñëw? When is your husband coming? Where is this boy?
And if you say no,
danga
you
lamba.
lamba.
What's going on?"
Yes. Me,
You
I
know?
tell them, your village ancestors, speak to them.
And
They're in
I
the
feel
way.
like it's like this pressure that we're putting on people to get into like the institution of marriage that are not ready to be in the institution of marriage.
But okay,
Yes.
see, that's the point I wanted to come back to. You know, when she's talking about like, so you're basically saying like their parents failed them, but in a general sense, it's kind of what it is, because the pressure is the same pressure those women used to deal with, and now they're married to people that they didn't even want to be in relationships with, have kids with those people, and they themselves have to go through their own packing of their trauma. How they raise their kids is affected. How they do their kids is affected. How they talk to their daughters is affected. How they treat their sons is affected. Because Gambian, let's say the truth. When you raise a Gambian man, he don't know what the kitchen is. He don't know what the mop, do dishes, none of that.
Yeah.
That's about a good 70% of the country, the men in the country. They babied so much that even when they're 35, they're still kids.
And they still expect that baby
And they expect
in
that baby
relationships.
to
Oh,
continue
I
in
am
their
not-
relationships. And like what you're
No,
saying
I
with the
am not
coming in of social media and stuff is the women are now like, I'm sorry, I don't feel like being married and maid, bro. I'm sorry. Like, that's not, because that's not my just anymore. I've seen my mom go through it, how she had to cry about it, how she went through it, this and this and this. But that's almost every girl's experience. Because the moment you're born, the moment you have 5, jangal fomba, jangal ballet,
Know
rahasal
how to
ball.
cook.
Kaya nga toge ni, su ko defee ma wana naka la ñoo toge. Imagine.
So I would rebuttal on that a little bit.
Okay.
That's a disadvantage.
It's
It's not a disadvantage, but it's like the only thing they teach you.
But it was
In life.
It was a different dynamic. It was a different relationship dynamic, and I say that to say is, then we was not a 2 income families. It was not. It was usually a one
One
person
income.
bringing
Yeah.
food on the table, and then expectation is the people that are at home would take care of the house, which included cooking and cleaning,
And
just
the
making sure
kids,
everything is in
things go
order,
there.
and then the
Yes.
guy would bring. But the dynamic has kind of changed, but the tradition is still there.
There. And the tradition wants to maintain itself.
So, but we do have to find solutions, because if
We're just going
if
around
we get
in
into a point
circles
where we be like,
at this
okay, you know
point.
what, we don't subscribe to the traditional gender roles anymore. How does the family dynamic
dynamics.
look, how would it look like?
Yeah.
A healthy one.
No, okay. I
No,
don't-
but you have
no,
to
no,
agree on
yeah.
what it's supposed to be before
For
like
you-
you start.
Exactly.
For your
but-
specific
okay.
scenario, not just what's dictated by the society.
Yeah.
But like we say, the communication, the openness, and the awareness
you.
is not even there for us to proceed
Have
towards
that.
solutions. So perhaps maybe platforms like
Because
this.
you know, the just
like,
as
make that
like
difference.
it's not seen as I need to put in this effort. I need to talk to my wife, because my father never talked to my mom like that. But you don't know what those people do in their room. Let me tell you something. Your parents is gossiping about you every single night.
Oh,
they
no,
go to bed.
They talk.
Bro, they just about everybody.
But
They
that's
talk.
Best believe that. But like
that's
we
within their
don't see that.
We don't.
So we're just there like we see the conflicts, we see the when something wrong happens, we see when they're not there, but we don't see when they're talking, when they're jiboying a lot, or when they're cool, when they're even flirty, like cause they wouldn't show you that. And that is something sometimes your kid needs to see to know
Well,
that
being
no,
honest.
because most people would like to argue about you about something that's not even worth arguing about.
Agreed.
Like, and they would feel attacked about things that I'm basically asking you, bro, a question like, how are you doing emotionally? Lo may like the lul hana lumajot.
welcome.
I don't
Yeah.
like. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it puts us like certain people, like you're saying, that are trying to move past the traditions and kind of just build a safe space for themselves and their partners. And like putting in that effort is kind of difficult when the other half of the equation is still stuck in his
Yeah,
traditional
there's, like-
knowledge. Like he's not also willing to unlearn it because it's benefited him since the day he was born to where he is now.
Right.
Why would I want to change that if it's
To
benefited me my
accommodate
whole
a
life?
woman.
Because another woman will come and do the same thing my mother was doing if this one doesn't want to do it. And that is the issue. Because women themselves, like what you're saying, we need to have a conference
that's why
where the
we need a
girls gotta have a
conference.
talk. Because what it is if I go to Aisha and Aisha is not for my nonsense, I'm gonna go to Sainabu because Sainabu might
I'm
be for
gonna
my
double
nonsense.
back to exes.
Right.
That's it, because that's how they say it. They're like, hey, jigin bari na fi. So I'm gonna kill it. So Mama Bugo, before he got married, I kid you not, that's what my brother used to say. Always have 3 girlfriends.
Yes,
because one may not be consistent. She might leave you one day because she just feel like it.
3?
Yes, they love to have 3
The other
on
one
standby.
might. So if that one messes up, you already have your backup. It's already there.
Your backup,
Again,
double
means
back on an X.
men and women don't even have time to like heal, deal with what went wrong in their relationship,
Have
and they already
actual
moved on
consciousness.
because they're actively always dating one person after the other, after the other, after
And
the other.
this is why me personally, I'm not a big fan of
Dating. It's not a very revolutionary concept.
The only
If you
relationship that I
deep it.
consider as legit
God
or
was
something
right
that's
for a
worth
reason.
really talking about is a marriage.
Period.
That's what
Because
makes
there's
the
a
most
commitment.
sense.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's just me.
And that commitment will force you to do the work.
It-
rather than if you feel like you have space to just opt out and double back to your
Yeah,
ex.
but people
or
That one is
girl
a
you were
double-edged
talking to.
sword.
people
That one
don't
is a
want to get
double-edged
married
sword.
anymore because
Yeah.
It requires work.
back in the days, I mean, first of all, we need to recognize men are very sexual beings.
Yes.
Oh no.
I cannot speak on behalf of women because I don't know how about y'all, but
They
the
are.
re-
They just don't.
one of the reasons why men, were more inclined to get married is because it guarantees access to sex,
Yes.
right? But now it's just offered
Exactly.
so
Thank
easily.
you, willy-nilly,
what
that's
is
what I'm
the
saying.
point of
That's why the
Getting
girl is
married.
are gonna have a
Like I have 6 girls that if I called her today, she would come to my apartment at 3 in the morning.
and this is where I think women need.
That's why I said the
Because
conference.
as much
The
as
conference.
women were, there were issues that women were going through, but women control that power, but they've given it up.
Exactly the conference.
Yes.
Because, like your brother said, for example, is you need to have 3 girlfriends.
Yeah.
If this one fuck up,
There's
I
the
have a
next one is
backup.
there,
Like-
and if that one don't do well too, this one is there.
see what I'm saying?
Hence the conference.
And that's the Maimuna that they call every 3 months, mind you.
My
Not
moon
kidding.
has got us straight. We apologize to all my
Every 3 months. No, I'm not. I kid you not. Like you actually. So for me, dating experience was very interesting for me because I watched all my older siblings date, and I'm gonna say this honestly, all my older siblings were trash during that time of their life. They were married now, happily with kids. Alhamdulillah, they changed. Thank God for their wives, for their patience. But the rest of them, I'm not gonna lie. During their youth, them were trash. My brother would have one girl bring him on Valentine's Day. Was my favorite day, me and my mom, because we knew one thing for sure. By 5 o'clock, somebody gonna bring cake, the sparkling wine, the teddy bear with the heart in the white, and they gonna bring 2 cups with hearts on it. And I know by 8 o'clock, somebody else gonna come with some cake, and I know I'm gonna get 2 different flavors of cake. So me and my mom just be waiting. My brother just come bring the candies. He'll take the chocolate and stuff and the bears. He'll just bring the cake, and they bring one of the sparkling bottles.
Girls,
I will enjoy my life.
We need a conference.
And I will not
that should have
snitch.
never been
And
the
that is
case.
mad.
Where did we go wrong?
No, but this
Yeah,
was
I
like
mean,
I'm
this is-
27.
this is
was
a
like
question that you
20
guys
years
need to
ago.
ask yourself.
Yes, we will have the conference. Don't worry. We clearly
No.
need this conference.
Where
because
did y'all go wrong? How did you guys give up that power?
No, but honestly,
That's wild.
Okay,
I didn't even
now
know that
let
was,
me-
that was happening.
I mean,
That's why we're the aliens when we come in.
yes.
You see where the
We're
problem of the
asking for
argument
too
about
much.
men have to really step up comes in?
Because
we don't
women-
need to step up.
Yes.
It's
They're
like-
getting what they
I
want.
will-
Yeah.
I will
See what I'm
acknowledge-
saying?
I will-
They can sit out.
Which is problematic, and
Yes.
it's
Because that's
problematic
not the
for
nature
society
of
as a
men.
whole.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it gets to a point where we don't want I mean, unless we fear God, like you don't want to just go around and be just banging
Yes,
everything.
and
you
many
see.
people do not fear God.
We don't. But if you don't really care about that aspect. There's not much benefit for getting married.
No,
Says
because you can
who,
have
though?
them kids.
Hmm?
That's what they'll
says
say.
who?
But that's like we're saying. This is for like the average. What he's telling you, the people in the city currently, they don't prioritize
the
marriage.
minority,
Like
the
if
majority
and marriage.
thinking.
Like the question I was gonna ask you guys was also, why do you think there's a high divorce rate in young people? And this is kind of part of that answer as to why. Because everything's so simplified now that even if you're married, like people get married now for shows. Like it's literally like, I want to show you I am big person in this country, and that's what it is. And then 6 months later, they're done.
Yeah, exactly. So the conversations we need to be having is we need to talk about the benefits of marriage.
Which
I
Uncle
think
Pierre
that's
can
a-
come in. Uncle Pierre, why
Yeah.
do you feel like people don't know the benefits of marriage?
No, it's not that people don't know, because I truly believe that once you're done with being on the streets, as we call it,
Yes. These
you
Gambian
Seduction,
streets
B.
have nothing for you.
yeah, but you get that feeling and you own it, and that's when you start looking for something real
Yeah.
and something consistent.
Yeah.
'Cause
Because, the streets
it's
is not
not
nice.
just about
The
the
streets
sexual.
have nothing for you. I'm here to tell you.
Streets
have
are
nothing
dry,
for you.
dusty.
These
It's
Gambian
like,
dusty streets
if you
as
remember
well?
Banjul like
Jeez.
10 years ago in the ghetto during New Year's Eve, that's what the streets look like to me. It's just a bunch of people and then there's just sewage everywhere. And you could
Oh.
fall in the sewage and it's worse because the person
Goodness.
trying to help you
And-
already fell in the sewage and it's just a mess.
Ew.
Thank you.
Sorry. Yes, and
That's-
all the intermixing
No, but
Bro.
and swapping of
I
each
have
other.
to say one thing. I do believe that just learning how to talk with the opposite gender is important.
Communication.
But
that's on
Many
both
times you have
sides.
to
yeah, but that also starts when you're young, and that's when you end up on the streets to learn how to talk to the different genders.
Some people have been learning how to talk for 12 years.
Yes, but that's
That means they are 35 now.
Since
people.
19 to 35, you've been learning how
no.
to
But
talk.
at some point, you
Clearly
might just
we need
14,
to
be a
girls,
predator.
14.
At some
14.
point of that journey, you just might be a predator because you learn the game and how it
Well,
goes.
then there must be many predators in these streets.
Oh no, there are many. I'm sorry. From a girl's experience,
from
there
my
are
POV,
very much
that
many.
is- that
I'm
is
sorry.
the norm.
I am married, and Gambian men don't even respect
Yeah.
that I am married.
Yes.
That's because a lot of Gambian women don't respect that they are married.
No one
Because a lot of
respects
Gambian men do
marriage.
not respect they are married. They will leave you here. They go. They got 2 white chicks, and then they pop out a baby
Ah,
9 months later, and then you're there like, hey, if I'm Jabari Gambia, I'm Jabari Italy.
Yes.
You're gonna talk for like looking like boo the fool because he married you first. Now you out here pregnant with his kid, and you just say like, I can't even leave this man. That somebody gonna feed this child, and it ain't gonna be me. So now we wanna be petty, and we just gonna stay there and do nothing. You better be sending money for this child to be alive, or so help me God. I'm gonna send you a body. Be like, that's your child is dead because that's your responsibility.
Not the
But no,
child.
the actual truth is people really do not respect marriage, and actually
no,
it
that-
baffles me
yeah, that's
because me
different.
personally, my husband would go for like maybe 9 months at a time. I literally leave the whole time. I still have another life.
Yeah, she just
like
lives her life.
I have a life. He has one. I will never forget when this man them asked me, he's like, how do you know what your husband is doing? I'm like, because first of all, unlike you people, I talk to this man about 8-9 hours a day. And that's when we
You
go to
make it
sleep,
work.
wake up, and then come back. And I also have this location every time. Why? Because I just do. And frankly
Yes.
speaking, I don't even know where he at, bro. I don't know that city like that. I don't even check that stuff. But it's also like, it was just my rebuttal. I have his location. But the real truth is, before I got into marriage, I understood what I was getting into. I knew who I was getting married with, and I knew that he was honest. He prioritized honesty, and we prioritized communication. The first thing I asked him to do before we got together was, hey, I need you to show me who you really are, because then I really know if we can go together. Because I'm not trying to do this marriage thing twice, 3 or 4
Oh,
times.
God
I won
forbid.
one time, and then I die in peace in my bed at like 106. I even had an age death on some real stuff. But you had to have that conversation. But this is the thing. I had a friend. This is what happened to her. Her husband, they had the conversation. They went through that. And man, them now is acting like he was not the same human being.
Right.
God forbid.
And you're already in this marriage. You already have kids. And your partner that said, I will be your partner, your ride or die, is switching up on you. And you're just there
And
like,
the society expects
And society
you
is like,
to
munyal.
now pick up both your pieces.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Munyal. That's the Gambian keyword I hate. That's the
Yes.
one Olaf word I
Do
really
or
hate.
die.
Munyal
on
agolamba.
marriage.
Because I feel like that's disrespectful. But munyal? No, munyal, I hate it. Because it's like, why do you think I need to, like, it's just, like, for me, it's like Gambian women and Gambian men don't think they deserve the type of love that they want. That's what it has always come off to me like. Because if you don't know that you deserve a good kind of love, somebody that's genuinely going to be there, listen to you when you have problems, support you when you need it, and you do the same for them. And if you cannot both do that, why are you wasting each other's time?
Yeah, that's the main part.
But I kind of disagree on the munyal part because if they don't muny, that might lead to the high divorce rate that we have.
Yeah, but then why you going munya for somebody that
It
does not want
depends
to
on what
change?
you are munying.
Thank
Okay,
you.
but you're mooning
But
on
the munya
someone
is
switching up
upon you. Somebody who's
I
not
think
consistent with you.
this is
Somebody
where-
already talking to another woman. And this is what happens to a lot
is
of the
where the
girls.
compassion
And it's
comes
vice
in.
versa. Because a guy go sit down with bro and text come. No go son. Some do be this not what they me and that bro be man ham na bro be ni ka ñu am jabar de. Son sera sa jabarat nga ko nga lijeenti ko. Bro. They got be urut. And you know, like men will snitch to their own friends and tell them what it is, and that's true. Because if a girl gonna see that, she gonna call her girl and be like, "Man, nigga,
think
but
that-
this is the thing. Gambian girls will see another man cheating on his wife, and they will call their friend. Jikiri kila just dal feeling nili. So we just say, "Why mang len natal bi natal."
We def defam.
Wow, we def defam. But the guy you just say we are good. Imagine a lolo ki kache ko ide. So you get a more definitely my man.
You know what's interesting
So we're
about
clearly both getting it wrong.
Yeah.
So maybe we need a conference
Yes.
after the girlies have the conference. Goodness.
No, the girlies need a
Everyone
whole
needs
seminar.
a
Everyone needs a conference.
Yes, like we need a seminar of like let's talk what it really is.
And It starts
be
with
honest.
honesty, openness, and communication.
Thank you.
We're not gonna get far if you still want to pretend otherwise.
Communication without comprehension.
Yes.
Maybe that's the word we need
My
to be
guy.
attaching to
I'm
communication.
just saying. I mean, you can communicate all you want. If someone is not
Willing
Comprehending
to
you.
listen.
Hey, Jesus.
Listen to
Understand,
hear.
yeah.
Listen to
No.
listen to comprehend and not listen to hear.
Hear.
So you too,
Good.
you can throw your own back at them.
And I think this
So
is
what are we doing
why
here?
choosing right is important. I think it's paramount. I was
And now, ooh.
watching a clip this morning where Michelle Obama said, if you pick someone that you like and someone that you respect.
Because if you don't like them, you better respect them enough to get through that.
These two go hand in hand. I mean,
Yeah.
you can respect someone, but if you don't like
Like
them enough,
them.
I mean, you're
Nah,
not
man,
really
you're
pick
gonna
them,
be-
right. But choose someone that you really respect, someone that has principles
Purpose.
that you be like. I mean, it's very simple, right?
It's not complicated.
It's not.
If
It
you're
really
picking
comes down to-
someone, ask yourself, do I want my kid to be like this?
You know, yeah, that is actually was my status on like speaking partners. My thing was the moment my brain just clocks to me in a little voice that says, I wouldn't mind having a son like him, then I knew that was a potential spouse.
Right.
Because I would just trust my intuition on that. And I remember I didn't know my husband for too long, obviously, before like we got to know each other.
The right way.
Yeah. Like
Don't waste your
no,
time.
I was in America, he was in Norway. It was long distance. It was on Clubhouse.
It's very halal. Alhamdulillah.
We was on Clubhouse. Okay, folks, Clubhouse.
Clubhouse marriage.
No, the Clubhouse marriage. You know, like it was funny because we really were just teasing each other, and I was in a whole complicated relationship before I even got to know him. And it was like I was done with that because I realized that our relationship, yeah, you can never be like my child cannot be like you, because I don't want my child to depend on me this much. You depend on your mama too much. I don't like that. I don't like how you don't like to think for yourself and taking accountability for the things that you do and how you don't want to communicate when your feelings when that's how you feel. But I also brought I had to have self-awareness to see that.
That goes a long way.
I had to have the awareness in myself to understand.
Awareness goes a long
I think I deserve better than this. I think I need somebody that's adequate, that knows how to communicate with me, that's open to learning how to communicate with me and learn my communication language. Just I would do the same. That was gonna bring me to my next question. Like, would you date yourself? Because everybody wants to complain about, like, oh my God, but like we asking God for. I want him to be tall, I want him to be 6'3". I want him to be rich. I want him to drive a Range Rover, and I want him to buy me a Birkin. I want to be able to travel to Dubai because that's the new trending thing to do. Even though Dubai is very tanga and fun. I don't know why,
Dubai is very
but it's
overrated.
cute. You
Go
know,
to Cape Verde.
you know, somewhere Ghana.
Go to
Africa is
Zanzibar.
nice, you know,
Yeah.
but like that's my point. Like instead of like you're asking that, but my lady, the question is, can you take yourself to the bar? Are you 6'2"? Are you out here praying 5 times a day like you want him to be doing? Like, are you doing the things that you're asking somebody else, so a whole other human being to do for you?
It's a partnership. It's
Yes.
not a rescue mission.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because last time I checked, I was not a lifesaver.
Okay.
Only lives
You
that
are
are being
not
saved
here-
is by ties. They say take ties, save lives, and the only lives it saved is my phones.
Screaming.
Other than that, I'm not saving human
You
beings.
are not here to build this man from a boy to a man, and this man is not
But
here
the
to
builder
rescue you from the circumstances you don't like.
Bob,
but-
no, I can't.
If I may ask, what is the point of a marriage? Really?
Partnership.
Partnership.
What does partnership entail if it's not to build each other up?
But you are.
But you are.
You are, just because it's not in the one way that
you thought it
see
would come.
someone do it. Like the only way women see partnership bringing them up is that I married this rich man and he will just
Moolah.
bring me big house, bring thing. I'll have tube money. I'll be going to throw 200 at
Yeah.
Wells. That's the and then for the men it's I'll just have this maid /
Jonga my wife.
prostitute /
Jonga my wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They be there with their
I
Jonga my
will
wife.
just have my ideal character.
Trophy girl.
Yeah,
Trophy wife.
trophy of like
Trophy
what a
wife.
wife and a mother. She'll just be at the house, take care of the house. Me, I just make the money, I show up, and that's good enough. Talking to her, considering her, checking in on her mental and emotional health. It's not my job.
Fego
So,
there's
you
something
see?
wrong. That
So both of us are not like approaching it with partnership, and the fact that you both have to do your work and then come together to make that work. It seems like everyone is looking at everyone very like like you said, standoffish. No one wants to like.
Put in the work.
No one wants to put in the work and put their guards down and be like,
But
yo,
that's the thing.
I want to be this for you, but right now I don't even feel like I have the ability. Then maybe from there we can be working together to get to the ability.
Well, you guys
Because-
started off with everything a guy has to do, when you're going for the dates, you need to.
Yeah, but that's thoughtfulness. That's consideration.
that's-
Because consideration, I mean, if a nigga say, because like say, okay, let's take my husband and I, for
Or
example.
communication at least.
In Gambian tradition, I'm supposed to be cooking, cleaning every day. Every single day. He
House
has to have a fresh
pristine.
meal, pristine, smells nice. He come home, I'm like, what you want?
King
I'm gonna be
of
like,
the
the
palace.
dilopuga, shady, thank for you know, like that's the expect. They expect the house to be true right. I am in nothing but becho and bing bing in the house. That is my mood. That is not the life I'm
That's
living.
not
I'm
realistic.
Yo, it's 2024. I'm 27. I have a career I want to go for. You know, like, and I have X and Y stuff that I want to do. My husband has the same dreams. He has aspirations for himself. My job is to make sure that when he come home, at least he's comfortable.
To
But it's
say
also just
something.
as much his job to make sure that I am comfortable.
That he's at least
There's
open
my
to
toge, ileg my toga. My husband will go cook a meal and I'll eat, and he makes a bomb lasagna, and he made
That's the
pesto.
only thing I make.
Yeah, he made pesto too. So you know what I'm saying? Like he puts it in the effort where when people are talking about like men are trash, I be keeping my mouth zipped because I'm like, see what
We don't
happened
know
was
about
I
that.
picked better, so I can't speak on your decisions. But see me, I went through a therapist.
Yes.
I made sure when me and God was arguing on that hot day, I told him exactly what I was not trying to deal with. And God was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna send you your mans. And he did a couple of months later, and I met him on Clubhouse. So all I'm saying is, don't be blocking your blessings because another dude not giving you the time and attention.
And because
That's
you're
all I'm saying.
running away from yourself.
Exactly.
Don't be your own
'Cause you can't-
enemy. So
You're your own op.
Yes, don't
That's
be
been
your
my
own
favorite
op.
saying these days. You are your own op because you want communication. You cannot communicate. Like you want somebody to be like, I know what is in her mind, but are you also trying to be in his mind? Like that's my thing.
Yeah, it's a
It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street, and everyone is like not.
And the two-way
ready
right
to
now is
do-
like a roundabout, like
Yeah.
Gambia roundabout.
Yes, our roundabouts.
It's not
That's how
two-way no more, it's a
relationships in
roundabout in
Gambia are
Gambia.
looking.
Agreed.
It's
a
giving roundabout.
Agreed.
Then we had this conversation about who's more romantic in Gambia, men
To
or
me,
women.
let's
argument,
break
I
it
feel
down
like-
to the ground level of, like you said, comprehension and intention and communication before we even get to romance. The romance is not going to matter. You see
I
how
ain't tryna be biased.
the romance is even blocked because people cannot even get through the hurdle of
Exactly.
communication.
The doors aren't open for it.
For romance, how can romance happen?
But the
when-
legs are open. That's not bad.
That part.
No, but if the legs open
which
too
cannot
fast,
be a great experience.
That ain't the door.
that is not the door.
That's what I'm saying. The doors are not open, but the legs are open, and the legs are chatting because swing your way down on that.
It's very
I'm hard.
primal. And that's not the best. Girlies, you
No,
can
it's a
have a
headphone.
better experience if it's not just to open your leg. Let the leg opening come with other things, please.
Or
I've got
after it's
something.
deserved.
Like,
Let me help you out.
But it's also
what's happened?
No, it's me. Well, I dropped something.
You guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
found it,
like
found it.
ladies, if the walls
No.
are high and the emotional availability is not there, and the only time you feel like things are going your way is when the legs are open, I want you to maybe perhaps aim for just like I'm here to tell you the experience could be a lot more well-rounded.
yes,
Perhaps try something else.
but also value building because I
That's what
don't
I
know
mean. The
if people
experience can be
see.
well-rounded if you agree
See.
that it's not just the leg opening that's supposed to be happening for you to get your way. Perhaps let's try
Yeah.
something else.
But also just the different values of people because you're building a foundation, and how are you gonna add value if your foundation is flawed? You cannot sell that property. It's not good.
You will stay in that house, and the house will come crumbling down on your head.
No, for real.
No, it really would.
So do we have any prompts?
No, but for real. No, we were talking about who's more romantic, and I had a bias, low key. I ain't gonna lie. All my life, I've seen Gambian women be more romantic. I ain't gonna lie. Those women go and buy
I
becho,
will-
jelly, they buy churai, they buy baby oils.
Men have
You know?
nothing to buy
No,
to
I
be
actually
romantic
have to
other
agree.
than
The fake rose that they
actually-
forget to perfume.
No, I actually have to disagree that Gambian women are no more. I agree
No
they're
more.
more intentional, so you see more action.
She
But
said no
it-
more there. No more.
They're,
than
they're
that.
not,
No more
they're not
Google
romantic.
Abgadelo.
They're international, but they're not romantic because you are buying. You think the general consensus is bimbin and
But that's
churai and stuff.
the African one.
Have you communicated with your husband and found out his love language? Maybe the bimbin is not what he wants. Maybe it's the acts of
That's
service
see what you just said.
and the gifts.
It's
and you're focusing on
it's
quality
actually the
time.
perfect question. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of women assume this is what a guy wants instead of actually listening to what the guy wants.
Communicating, comprehending. I get that.
I can speak for myself,
Okay.
right? And I would say this is also a lot of guy. When it comes to like flowers and all of that, we don't really give a shit about that.
No.
I don't know if
It will die in
No,
2
no,
days.
it's-
It will die in 2
Hey,
days.
Yeah.
the
We-
2
we
days would
don't,
have been
it's-
the most magical 2 days of my life.
For you,
the most
not
beautifully
him.
sun-filled. Exactly, but that's my point. It would have still been the most. Yo, I love flowers. I don't care if the flower gonna die in 2 days, 1 week,
But
6
you're
months.
You're dismissing
bought-
what he
No,
wants.
but that's if it's bought to you, not
Yeah.
what you're buying to the other part.
No, but like again, it goes back to communication. I was giving an example
They're
on what the
communicating,
typical
you're not
household is. No, but I'm communicating on a regular household. That is
Telling
ideology.
you
But
they
no,
don't
like,
give a fuck about flowers. And
no,
you're
but I'm telling
talking about your
you
love
that
of
is the
flowers.
gift basket they give every married woman. That is literally the gift basket. So like women are not just pulling that off of their ass because clearly
that's fine.
it was moving well for the past 20-some years.
No, but it wasn't.
Because that's how they still gave some
Well,
of us our
clearly,
days.
that man has 2 other girls
the
bringing him
assumption.
flowers, so it's not
Go ahead.
working.
It's the assumption. It's what Gando said to begin with. It's the assumption of this is what men like
'Cause it's
without
been
actually
working
being
for
what man likes.
Because it's not
That's
27 years ago when
so-
the grandfathers liked the flowers.
Okay.
They're 2024 niggas.
We don't
They
like
want-
the flower.
They
Okay.
want something else.
They want another flower,
I
but
got a
not that
question.
flower, you know?
No, my brain is like, so let's say
Look,
Valentine's Day, I get you a jersey now from Arsenal. That's what you'd prefer?
Yes.
Yes, wow, I'd
yes.
cry. I'd literally cry.
Listen, you see?
this is what
Comprehension.
men want. Like this is a universal love language for men.
Okay.
Right?
Let us know.
And
Give us the tea.
The chat.
Snitch on them.
And
Snitch on your brothers.
this is from a psychologist,
Okay.
and it related to me.
Okay.
The universal love language for men is acts of service.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be much.
Makes sense.
Like coffee,
Yeah.
buah mungkin
in
defend
bed.
parcel koko. Understand and respect. That's it.
They like being taken
set
care
up
of.
the,
That's it.
set up the
That's it.
den for
Yes.
games
That's it.
Man
night.
nagluman hari mo da nga take care.
He can jump in on that if
Yeah,
if
You are
there's
right.
more
It's
to it.
true.
Nah, I know his
It's true.
love language. I learned that.
That's
the first
it.
couple
So you would
I made him
prefer
take the test and
Arsenal
everything.
jersey over the
Oh
flowers.
no, he would.
Yes.
If I gave him Arsenal
But
tickets,
that's comprehension. You're listening.
I know he. What
He
A lot
would
of
take the
people are not-
Arsenal jersey over anything. You don't have
understand,
no chocolate,
bro.
none of that.
You see?
But I know
So
that
half the
because I
solution
know
is
what he likes. I've
comprehending.
observed what he likes, what he does. I've observed. I
Right.
took in the
And
time
also he-
to consider that. Like I know for a fact now, like you know, if he like I know how my husband likes when he wants attention, how he moves.
But he's opened his mouth to
Express that
to
too.
you, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's a good
That's the thing
starting
too.
point.
The only reason why I think
Male
my
population of the
relationship really
country.
just works well is because we're gonna talk about it right here, right now, and just dish it
Address
out.
all the elephants in
If
every
we gonna
room.
fight, let's fight it out and then go back to our humble like spaces. Sometimes I need space because my emotions will fluctuate a lot, and so my husband will just go to the room and leave me in the stall, and then I get upset. Then I must in the stall. You must dig me. I'll be like, I would attach you now, but you needed space, and then my brain will be like, I appreciate that you gave me that time because I needed to kind of collect myself because what we don't do is also to give time to ourselves, thinking that if something's not working, we always have to be on the defensive, on the reactive. When it's like, no, you might have to bite your tongue back and sit down and actually say, what part did I have in this situation? And what was it that triggered me so heavily? Like, what was it that made me so upset that I felt like I had to be almost disrespectful to this man to just like get my point across? Because literally, it's not necessary.
All
No,
I'm
it's not
hearing
necessary.
is if you're not right within yourself, good luck trying to make a relationship with
Thank
another
you.
human being. So perhaps we should all stop running from one person's child to another, traumatizing them, and sit with yourself. Sit with yourself, ask the questions that traumatize you. It will not kill you. I promise you. I've done it. It will not kill you.
It really will.
Address what you need to address within yourself, and then perhaps you can approach other people in a more healthy manner and get actual results.
And also be more approachable.
Because all this back and forth.
Exactly, be approachable.
Okay.
No,
Yes,
but it's true.
Of course.
Because if your walls are up, pull around by you.
Yeah.
No, the face is killing me.
No. That makes absolute sense. So I think
No.
a good starting point is honesty
And
and
communication.
inner work.
And also be able to handle the truth, bro. The truth is not gonna kill you. It's just gonna make
And you
you
can
stronger.
handle the truth when you've been honest with yourself. If you haven't been
Yeah.
honest with
A
yourself,
lot of women handle the truth.
No,
a lot of humans,
humans. Yeah,
including
actually,
your
the
species
men
of
too.
men,
Yeah,
I
men get so triggered by the truth.
so triggered.
Depends on how it's
They will
delivered.
run to another.
I think it depends on how it's said.
Delivered.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's
The
there
delivery.
too.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
delivery is
obviously.
important.
The delivery
But
is very
also
important.
you could deliver it so just man, that's the thing that always irritates me. It's not even Gambian men or women, it's just both of them. It's a
everyone.
Gambian thing
It's
of
everyone.
tela just sa bopa sila ni dila wah diga.
Yeah.
Because like when the truth is just there, it's just the truth, bro. Like I have no personal beef with you. I'm telling you, your action, this is how your action is. And I do not appreciate your action. And this would be my reaction next time you do this action. Boundaries. I'm creating boundaries with you, right? I'm telling you how this is going to go because I can only control what I do. I can't control what you do or what you say. So if you talk to me mad and then I don't respond and then I just cut you off, don't act like you don't know why I moved mad.
Yes.
Don't act like you didn't move mad. And guys must be like, no, def ma tongo, tok rek def mo ko dara sa. Yo bugulo admin ne yo sa bopa da nga like you actually
right?
That goes back.
No accountability.
None
whatsoever.
None.
On
And in
all
relationship, bro,
sides.
let them relationships that be ending with this high divorce rate. You ask half of those girls, why did your marriage end? They will always say it's because of the man. But I kid you not, I swear to you, when that relationship was ending, 50% of it was also their part. Because 50% of
Obviously,
it, this is again,
it
one thing that
requires
women that
50%.
piss me off is this. How you don't want to listen to your intuition when it's telling you the truth that is right there in your face. And then you want to get upset when the thing starts to fall apart. You already knew he was lying. You just wanted proof to make yourself feel better.
Do women really like
Listen to
women
the
know
intu-
that?
That's what
No,
I'm trying to
they
tell you.
don't.
That
They
is
don't.
the
They
essence
don't.
that is lost for me.
Women are not practicing that.
Their intuition
They're
anymore.
not practicing it. And
Sometimes, oh no, our moms, you couldn't run them like that there. These people will know you're marrying another woman before you even knew you were marrying another woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like that intuition is needed. Because if I didn't follow mine, I would have sabotaged my relationship. I know this for a fact.
Yeah.
Because I was not a patient person at that time. I'm still working on my patience. I ain't gonna lie.
It's an
Before I say
ongoing
I'm patient,
journey.
and then he be like, no, you're not. But you know, I'm working on my patience still. But like, you have to be like, hey, look, I know you want this, but this is where I'm at right now.
This
like,
is what I can do.
This is what I can do. Like, this is what, you know, this is what life has got. I've gone to a point in my life where I wasn't working for a year. My husband was taking care of me. And my parents somewhat, but not really. Like,
Yeah,
just give me a house.
give
But
it
my
to
husband
them,
did most
give
of
it to
them.
them.
I'm gonna give to them.
Flowers.
Yes, they
give
gave
it
me
to them.
flowers. You know, like they did their part. My dad was like, when you want to come home, just get a ticket, come home. You don't need to do nothing. You have a house that's on a roof over your head, and you have food in your house. And a lot of us women have roof over our head and a father's house to go back to.
Yeah,
so if somebody is showing you shaggy, why do you think you deserve to
For
be
the sake of just
for the
the
sake
title,
of the title? Them
so you
say.
should come and die.
So you're laying and saying
heard that
your
at wedding.
day, and you know that happened to a woman. You know, like that was a while ago. This woman literally was out here sick and miserable in her marriage, and she died and left her kids behind. That man went and married another woman right after.
You know what I heard this weekend that was so shocking? One of the chants at the wedding was "Say Bede." I'm like, oh, we should just marry until the
Bede.
day. Yeah, like
Until death do us part.
no, but it's
That's really
sounding
what it
like
is.
do or die on the mantle of marriage.
That's what it is.
So my one life.
I just said you're traumatizing me already.
My one life.
I think that sometimes the reason why statements like that are made, it's before I even say that, there was a Sahaba, like one of the companions of the Prophet.
Okay.
He said,
I thought he meant like Sahaba
Okay.
groves and
No, no.
grass. Okay, I got
He
you.
said if marriage was not ordained by God, he would not advise anybody to get married.
Facts.
Right?
You see,
Because it's not an easy
thing.
No.
union. So when they say till death do us apart, is you need to understand the gravity of what
you're getting
what's
into.
what exactly. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everyone says that.
It's
Everyone
hard.
who's done it
In the
for a
words,
while
you
tells
say
you
it ain't all
And
shits
I-
and giggles.
it's not a work.
And I think the reason why they emphasize on mun is because they will come apart
when
a
you
time
don't like each other.
when yes.
Yeah,
Well, get to that point. What it is that you have to look at is the bigger picture,
yeah.
right? And it's like a hurdle that you have to overcome.
You have to just.
But then both
Get
of
on
you
the
have
map.
to at least
course,
at
of
the
course.
bare minimum agree we're working
Like, you know,
through this
if my
hurdle.
back is these tooties are while we're climbing over this hill,
And this-
you know,
Exactly.
try
This
to
is
hold
why
mine.
this is why it's important to I mean we used to have like marriage counseling before you even get married,
It's necessary.
and they will like tell you they will just give you like a roadmap, some of the issues you guys are going to face and how to overcome them.
Now all they do, the imam gives you a lecture that he's given 10 times before. That's it. The aunties tell you mun. And your this cousin that has been married, we don't know the good and bad of her marriage, but at least she's married. That's the extent of the advice we need to give women.
No, but look at her. She got a 4-wheel from her husband.
She
Yes.
didn't actually.
No, but
That's the reality for most Gambian women.
It's not
They
that.
don't want to tell
But
you
that's
they're
what they've
holding
been
up
told.
most of their
Yeah.
household.
No, that's
That's
what it
what's
is.
being told.
That's what's being told, because they will tell you, you know, like daf ko fekk jaha. Gisulo nung ko jënalé 4-wheel. Gañ ngi to husa kër bruce bi next week.
Let's
Because
be realistic.
we're
about the
a
situation.
very materialistic society.
Exactly, and you.
That's,
I don't
that's
want
also
to.
why this whole relationship's not working. It's also that you have
You're attached to
social
the
media
facade.
coming in showing you this is what your life is supposed
Should
to look
look
like. And then your life is not that, bro. Like, you have to go to
Right.
college.
Your
You have to actually suffer.
abilities
You have to
are not
go
there.
through certain things to get what you just need for the daily basis. Yo, ki hamulo fum nekari dem de hamulo luko yobu Dubai. You know, some people are going to Dubai
No,
to just get
and-
shot on
and-
and get pissed on, and you like this person is coming in after that with their Birkin bag, and you think, I want to do what they're doing, and they're telling you, oh no, I've just been working out. I do workout
No.
videos. They make it lies. Their lives are lies. Like, the internet is not a
No.
real.
And
place.
some people's lives are not lies. So focus on your focus. Some people
you. Mind your
actually just
business.
have the money
And don't
and they're
compare
not
it.
doing the
Yeah.
most to get the money.
money.
God has just
No.
blessed them that way. So you in your kololi of the Gambia, don't be killing yourself because you saw one Nigerian babe doing what she does, or one Senegalese,
Exactly.
or one other Gambian babe doing what
Yes.
she's doing. So everyone focus on their focus. Run your
No,
own race.
it's mind your business.
life
and save
will
your
be
life.
very
That's
easy.
that's been my favorite line. I mind
Our
my business
generation
and I
has
drink
that
my
issue.
water, because you will not come on and kill me. I don't care what you think you know about my relationship. I'm in the relationship. I know what's in it.
Right.
You know, like, you can't bother me with it. My own wedding, people were trying to make me do things I could not afford, and I was like, I don't like that. It ain't for me. And that was the honest truth. Like, for instance, I don't like Bango Man. I don't like it. It's too noisy.
But some
and frankly
people-
speaking, it's offensive to me, because imagine me that has worked for months. My husband has worked for months, and you want me to come and give my money to someone that's going to sing tracks that's not even good, that I can comprehend for 10 minutes, and I'm giving this person over 10, 15K?
So
All-
Wow.
Just to have a
Just like-
Snapchat
just
shot.
to have that Snapchat shot of you
And
just
everyone
spraying
can
money.
be saying
I'm
she
like,
was spraying
look,
200s and 50s. And
I
what is
don't
that
wanna
going to
do
do
that.
for you at the end of the day?
The purpose
You
of
sprayed your
marriage is not the
15.
wedding.
thank you. It's not,
our
but that is
generation
it.
has lost sight
Of that. Lotte made in the one they hale munatuñ muñ. Lotte
Yeah.
say di bari living It's true.
And that actually goes for both.
Yeah.
No, that's
But
everyone involved.
more so towards, I would say, women, because of what they've seen. Like, for them, the ideal marriage is what they see on social media,
Media.
And
where
it
you have like a
requires a
couple
lot
traveling,
Yes,
vlogging in
yes.
Bali and these places.
Yes,
And they want
yes.
that.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. But
But be realistic.
The issue that comes with that is it's putting a lot of pressure on men.
Yes.
Because now women actually going for the guys that can't provide that, but they're not really looking at the quality of those men. They're only
Yes.
seeing what they can provide.
Yes.
And the men that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, the
Yes.
guys that can actually take care of you, and I'm Yereman the CEO,
Yeah.
They
might not be in the position where they can do that for you.
Yeah.
And those are not the kind of
And our
men
generation,
women pick.
How
we're
do
not
they
trying to
put it?
build. We're
Nobody's
not
trying to be
build.
with a nice guy. Everybody
No.
wants a bad boy with
Okay.
money.
Okay, that's
No,
like, look,
we want the nice guy with the money. I promise. We
when it
want
when
the
it when
nice
it
guy
when
with
it
the
when it comes to nice guys, this is also another debate. There's a difference between nice guys and weak men.
If I can clap your hands,
let's save
I will
that
shake
for
out.
another
It's your hand
episode.
fast. It's your hand fast.
Let's
Shake
save
hand.
that for
Thank
another
you, God.
episode.
but it's true.
There's a
No,
difference.
absolutely.
There's
There's a big difference.
That is a
But
3-hour chat.
Let's just let go of that whole
That's a
stereotype.
3-hour chat.
Yeah.
Because
Once you're
bro,
after the age of 25, the bad boy obsession, sis, do better.
yeah, because your frontal lobe start working, sis.
Please,
and
your
you just
brain
there like,
is fully electrocuted
and
by
you're like,
27.
why does he even
Start
smell
applying
like that?
Start
I kid you
applying
not.
that.
You really would wake up one day in 25 and just like, why does he even smell like that, bro? Who's this man, bro? Like, then you call sang a sipko. It's real. It's a real change that happens to a lot of women. Like, a lot of women, if they get married earlier and then they hit that age where like their brain is finally evolved and they're
They
like,
don't know
they're
who they're
ready.
married to.
They're like, this man, I hate this man. Like, they would just wake up and hate this man. And for some reason, that's what I kind of saw was like, there's girls that got married really early and they stay in these marriages for a little while. Like, they'll be like 26 and then they get divorced. And then they want to get back into
who
it.
you were.
And like, the other Gambian men are like, I don't tell you what I say, man, I say, do I say, you know right now. But they already know now, like, if I really want to go smash, I could go smash because I don't got to worry about her in any form or shape. Like,
That's crazy.
we don't care. As far as I'm concerned, that bandage been ripped. It's ready to go. What he do? That's what they're checking on. They're not checking on, yo, she still might have marriage qualities and the person that she was with might have been the problem. But also, girl, stop telling niggas, stop telling men what the other bad men did to you. Because then you're
very
giving him ways
unhelpful.
to just
No,
try to
they
manipulate
know
you and
they
shag
know
you
your
well.
level of tolerance. They
They
this
do.
one
I think
can handle this.
when it comes to a relationship, the conversation about your previous relationship
It's very
should be
unnecessary.
completely out of the
Extremely
table. That is
unnecessary.
not you should
very
ever
unnecessary
mentioned.
information.
It's actually irrelevant.
It don't matter no
It's
more.
completely
on
irrelevant.
all
But
fronts,
take
including
the lessons. I'm
Yeah,
not
take
saying
it.
forget it. Take the
Apply-
lessons you've
apply.
You
learned.
have to discuss it.
Yes.
And apply them.
apply them. Don't dwell on them.
Oh no, I'm very
And
happy
if
for all
you
my exes. They did a
help
good
like
job.
you cannot dwell on them, then that means you need to take some time for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And not
Right.
be trying to run
Jump
after
on
someone
them.
to rescue you. Yeah.
Because
So
they're not
what's-
gonna rescue you. They're gonna damage you more. It ain't
Yeah,
no
and then be
rescue.
like, she
It's
can
never
handle
rescue.
that. She knows how to handle that.
It's never rescue. Because everybody gets tested in the beginning of a relationship. Because like Gambia men will test you in the beginning of a relationship. Literally test you. I have men friends and they are very happy when they want to do. I'm going to test I must say no more. Man. Like I'll just they'll come up with some wild scenario and you're already there heated. Reading the scenario, you're heated.
That doesn't
and it's
scream
like
compassion to me.
That's problematic.
Yeah, that doesn't seem compassionate.
Yeah, that's
I
Toxic
don't
traits.
need no man to handle me like that. I'm not
No,
an
they do that.
IGCSE test. Do not.
Maybe time it is because
I'm someone's child. Thank you.
I mean this is the notion. This is not a fact, but it seems like women do like drama.
Oh no.
Drama.
Speak.
I wouldn't
I
say
am not-
like,
I am
but they're
not-
more inclined to.
I am
more
not
inclined
part
to-
of that.
But okay,
I'm
there's
not.
actually an explanation for that.
Sure.
They said
It doesn't apply to me.
when, for example, a woman would just start stuff. You don't even know where it's coming from, right?
That's wild.
And sometimes they don't even realize it. But some of the reason why they do that is
They're testing you.
it's almost like
Need for reassurance.
it's the need for reassurance. They want to
Yes,
they want to
they
know
need
the guy
for
still cares
reassurance.
about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need
And
instead of saying
it's
I
very
need
frustrating
reassurance.
as a guy.
Obviously.
No, it would
'cause
be.
it's very
It really would be.
destabilizing.
No. And this is just an example. It's not her. But I've been asked, if I fell off a bridge, would you do anything
Oh
to,
my
to
goodness.
save me? What?
Are we 12 in middle school?
But you are falling off a bridge.
You're
How
not-
can I fall and like
That's wild.
help your landing?
I
You are
appreciate
killing
how
me.
you said that, Amy. Because that's something on that.
another thing that they say is, will you still love me if I was a frog?
Yes.
Are we 6?
Rabbit?
Reading The Princess and the Frog? We're not
Rabbit.
6.
And the thing is, yeah, you might think that's ridiculous.
But it's not. It's really
And
not.
if you say no, I will not, that turns into
whole thing.
You don't
love me. You don't care about me. You know, like you don't even care about my feelings. That's what you're saying. So like you just like me for how I am
If
now.
I was ugly, you wouldn't love me. That's basically what you
you're
said, because
saying.
frogs are ugly.
Yes.
But that's your rationality. That's
Yes.
not mine.
Yes.
If you-
I'm not even going to.
This is very middle school.
No, this is grown adults.
No, that's grown adult.
This is grown
if
adults.
you
I
turn
cannot
into-
even.
adult,
if you
I'm
turn into
embarrassed.
a frog, I am gone.
Obviously, it's a frog. What am I going to do with a frog?
No, but
I'm
you-
sorry. The juju behind how you turn
Yes,
into a frog.
exactly.
is-
Because
I am
you turned
gone.
into a frog from a human being. What kind of
Yeah,
juju
let's
is
focus
this?
on that. That's the main issue.
gone.
Why are you turning into a frog?
Yo, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
am
full of
gone.
my brain. I'll call my dad.
Stop it.
Hey, I need you to go to the CEO right now and say why. This Monday was human. He's a frog. There's something wrong in the world. I'm going.
I will stay away until you figure that shit out.
Nah, I don't even want. If you figure it out, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
Because who's to say I ain't gonna turn to a frog next time?
I mean,
Who you got beef
these are
with?
very irrational conversations that
Yeah,
someone
I think
has.
we
Those
need
are
to...
okay, but I understand the need for reassurance. Like I can speak
Then
for
say,
myself
open your mouth and
because I
say,
have
babe.
ADHD and also like
I am in need
I
of
have really bad
reassurance.
anxiety. Like
Question, yeah? I mean, men insecure. Generally.
Absolutely. That's a different conversation.
Why?
No.
Okay?
they are.
Everyone is.
Men, the ego is extremely fragile. Your ego is your Achilles heel. If you want to be a developed man, work on that ego.
I ain't
Because
gonna
you all be
lie.
getting triggered real quick.
Give me a scenario.
In my experience. Yeah, my
So
experience.
you're saying men are more insecure than women?
I'm not saying
No,
insecure
I'm not
would
gonna
be
say
to use that
more.
word. I just feel like they're more
not gonna say
sensitive.
more. But I feel like men get more triggered than they would like to admit, and that's because their ego is constantly on guard. And then you, as a woman, you think you're just being yourself, existing as you are,
ma'am.
and I'm already triggering some things in you. It's not my wahala. Clearly,
Ito, hindi mo ma-refer ka rin
you need to go work on what is triggering you so badly about my mere existence.
An example can be how
And
you
it's
tell
not
your
my
own friend.
job
I
to
kid you
like
not.
lower myself so that
you
now
what?
you can
Like
feel
even
good
like
about
because
yourself.
like other
What do you
guys.
mean lower yourself?
No, like there's the expectation that if I trigger you, there's an expectation that if I trigger you, it's
I
my
have to
job.
battle.
It's my job now to untrigger you.
Yes.
So my existence as who I am is triggering you. I'm not gonna turn around because let me
But
be.
is that the case?
Let me be.
Like,
let me be. Okay, there's a scenario I can pull from. Like it's nothing special. Like I'm just a break. Like I had very education-centric parents, so all I've spent my whole life doing is just going to school, collecting degree. It's not a fancy thing. It's not an exceptional thing.
Right.
But maybe that's not the reality for most men here. So I come with my 6 different countries, 6 different schools, lifestyle. Like, I'm a third culture kid and I just basically spent my whole life going to school. So it's not a thing. But like, perhaps that's not the reality for a lot of men here. So my expectation in that regard, or just how I handle things, comes from that. And then it becomes what they say in Wolof, key mom.
Key.
Key dafa am booba.
Key dafa just amul boppam.
Yeah, just now.
Key dafa góore torop ba fa bëgg a nekk góor.
Yeah. So then I've
Woman in
gotten that reaction. So now what do you want me to do? You want to turn back me and tell my father, actually, don't invest in good schools because this man, he's not going to appreciate.
Are you saying that that's coming from a guy or that's coming from society?
No, and I can see how society has planted that in a man, but in my experience, this has been like a reality for me. So that's how, like, or
okay. If a guy has a problem with your education, right, that's not the right guy for you.
Or the results, or how my education has molded me.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
How my education has like set me up as a person and my viewpoints and how maybe
My
my
standards.
expectations and my
Yeah.
standards.
Right.
And now, so now what you want me to go back to my father, actually introduce me to
So basically,
something else so that this man can
It's
be
when the
comfortable.
standards get challenged that is different from their own and it's a little bit higher than theirs. Instantly, it's like, okay, my ego tells me she's saying I'm incapable. So like, I don't even like her now because now like she's just about herself. Like she's just like one of these girls that don't even want to do this and this and this. Like men's favorite argument these days, this is just me, by the way, good because I be on Snapchat. Listen to some of y'all complain. It's hilarious. It's very entertaining for me.
Big
They
men.
just be there like, yeah, they in the intelligence same bopa. So then jangi tuti rek ina ham lu neka.
What about the
I'm
tubab-
like,
what
but
about
bro.
the tubab thing with me? Gambian men have told me that I need to kill the tubab in me. You know
No,
who
for
you
real.
are, you who said that. Imbecile. Anyhow, he told me to kill the tubab in me and let the mandinka rise.
I'm like, that manika is more
So
dangerous than the
so
tobacco.
how does that look to you? Please express how that looks to you and what
Apparently
and if he
lower
tells
standards.
me and how it looks to me, I'm like,
Lower
so that's what it's gonna take for you
standards.
to feel confident about.
Yes.
That's not a me problem, sir.
No, but I think that person was conflating two things because your level of education is not you being tubab. It's not.
But to people's
No.
realities here,
It
that's
is.
how it's perceived.
Like,
And
the
that's where
education
the
itself was a
society
privilege.
comes in.
That's just because and this is something I've experienced and it's problematic in itself, but everything good we give to the tubabs.
Yeah. They don't think I'm just a well-rounded African girl. No. I went here, I lived there, I studied this, so I must
Goes
be
back to what I said
And so
earlier.
I can't be with
don't
a
think
man
we
who
deserve
feels
the
that way
goodness.
about me.
Yes.
That-
But
like,
Therapy.
so I don't
get y'all
know.
therapy.
Yeah, I don't. So yeah, that's been my experience with how I can trigger men and their egos can feel some kind of way because they think my standards and my expectations is like an insult to them, and that's not a me problem. Unfortunately, it's not a me problem. So
No, it's not.
I can only work
Me and
with
my
a
trust
man
issue is
that
the only thing that they have
is
an
not
issue with,
triggered by
apparently.
me.
Because I trust my husband so much, and then me, I'm the idiot.
Thank God.
No, actually, one guy listen. And then Lord toilet. And I'm not saying sulum neka. Man, I go, son, I don't care. Because if he cheats, my God will tell me, and then I'll fuck him up, and then we both die.
And
It's
even
cool.
if it got
Jail is
to
nice.
them, like-
no need to.
If the foundation,
Exactly.
if the foundation of your relationship is distrust, that is not a relationship you should even.
Thank you.
Well,
Be
pe-
in.
People are getting married on that foundation
Nation.
because they're guaranteed a wedding.
It's
and
like you're
Snapchat-
building your foundation out of plastic instead of concrete.
Yes,
Son.
but
You know.
Mala wax daal. Xam nga xew yaa ngi just ñëw December.
yes, we've seen
I'm
the
still waiting till
season.
July.
The season.
July, I'm just going to be on Snapchat the whole month of July. That's my job.
Yeah.
I'm not fasting this year. I'm going to stay in July like this.
We're
We're not,
fasting
yeah,
in
yeah, you know
March.
what I mean. We're not fasting at that time of the month. Thank God, it's hot. I don't want to deal with that. But like, that's not the point. My point is, I'm waiting for the next 6 months just to see how many weddings on Snap not gonna be weddings on Snap. And then in about 9 months, I want to see who got a kid, and then they change, and then their husband divorced them by January of like the next year.
Ooh.
I'm trying to
We
see who
do
gonna
not
marry
pray
second wife.
that for
We're
anyone,
not
by the
praying
way.
that- exactly.
We really
Wait,
hope
wait,
for the opposite.
Wait, we're
I
falling,
really
Sounds
do.
we're
good.
falling off because the question was, are men more insecure than women?
No, I think everyone has
I think
their
y'all fragile.
vast-
Yeah, we
Their
are.
ego is fragile. Like you're
Yes.
fragile. There's things that I would handle if you told me stuff about myself. If I said that to you,
Yes.
you would crumble into
That's why they
pieces.
say women need
you
to
think
learn
so?
to hold their mouths.
don't think
because
I know
the things
so.
we will say to men will affect
Like-
you a different way.
No, but women have egos too.
no,
Yeah,
no.
we're not arguing.
Everyone has their Achilles
Yeah.
heel. For
Yes.
women, it might be their emotional
Insecurity.
regulation
Yes.
or insecurity. And for men, it's fragile egos.
Egos.
So clearly,
so
no one
can-
is
can-
perfect.
can-
Their
here.
pride is the biggest
but
issue.
if
Can
I
women
know-
handle the truth better than men?
I'm sorry.
We
We're
are
better.
forced to handle the truth.
We're
Not
better
lie.
at handling pain. That's all I'm gonna say it, because
Probably true. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing. And the pain that comes with hitting digger, like real digger.
Sometimes it's
so
not
I ain't gonna
hearing.
lie.
You're witnessing the truth.
Truth.
Your man don't rate you. He put a third wife
And
upon
that
you.
moment, I'm not gonna lie, the
They
pain
don't
that you
rate
go
you.
through in that moment, there's nothing like it on this planet.
We don't
Like, it's
even have
actually
to-
worse than your monthly cramps. It's so painful. You're just there and you realize,
You're expected to
oh
handle
my
that
God,
pain.
I am the boo-boo, the fool. Like, they actually play me, and you actually like really sit there and you start like it's like puzzle pieces just start to connect, and your brain is just like,
And then when it comes together, you feel like you don't have a choice but to sit in it.
yeah, you don't have a choice,
And
because
then
it's
you
good
wonder
to
why
come
all
at
the
you too.
aunties are miserable and
It
telling
comes
us
at you.
this is
Don't
how
get
we should
married.
live our lives.
Yeah, some of them don't want you to even get married. They be like, Jaruko, go la. And this is my get anyways. It's not even all that good. Like, I kid you not, I had one of these girls tell me, you don't even need to get married, girl. Sex is not worth it. Like, it's not.
Child, sex.
I'm like, you
Sex
think I
cannot
got
be
married
the basis
for
of a whole marriage.
sex? I'm like,
It's a
you
lifetime
are mad.
commitment.
See me, I got tired of doing stuff by myself, and I was like, God, look.
Yeah,
I was
that
very specific
part.
on my order. I ordered my man from God. I was like, look, all I care about right now is you need to send this man wherever he is right now. I'm sick of this life. I'm sick of this world. I'm sick of being by myself. I'm sick of doing stuff by myself because I don't want to do it by myself no more. And why you build me in pairs when my pair not here?
Yeah, that
it don't make
pair thing,
sense.
when you
Like, you said we made in pairs, but where my pair at, God?
You're an outlier though, because
Yeah.
the fact that you're saying this, it really contradicts what a lot of men are saying. Because I mean, the things that we're hearing is, oh, we don't need men.
I'm sorry.
Recommended. Have you seen The World? It's
I
very
might
ghetto.
be a feminist, but that's not where my feminism
my
lies. I've
feminism
said this
is-
on GRTS
my
before.
Feminism
I'm
is
not
African,
a feminism like that.
West African specifically feminism.
My feminism is just
not a
when it
white
benefits me.
woman's feminism. I would
Yeah.
not recommend.
I mean, there's a lot of black people saying that.
yes,
Oh,
because
no,
like you
that's
said,
the
we're
Twitter
very
argument.
quick to follow the white people's standard of everything. I
Yes,
advise you
sir.
to customize your life. You're a West African woman. You have no business following German
People
white
that are still
women
learning from
feminism.
you.
Right.
So I would advise, if you can do this ghetto life with someone who is compatible, you try that
Alhamdulillah.
for the right reasons.
No, I ain't gonna lie. It makes the ghetto life less ghetto.
That's what
like,
I mean.
I'm not like I've been like I said. I was normally a very anxious person. Me and my husband realized at some point we're like, I've not been anxious in
See
a while.
love, see healthy love.
And I was like,
not triggering
that
you
in itself
every
was
day of
just
your life.
mind blowing for me, because it's like my brain is quiet around him. I don't worry about what he doing, where he at. I don't care where he at.
It's easy.
It's so effortless, and I'm just
Effortless.
like, why I get married
Natural,
earlier to this man? Like, I was just like, I ain't gonna send you this
No,
man. early.
everything is its
but
own
I
time.
clocked also why, because
You were
if
not
he came
ready.
early, I would have ruined this relationship before I even had a breath. I would have maneuvered it, thought he was playing me, thought he was a liar. I would have said, I'm not gonna do long distance again because niggas don't wanna call you.
Screaming.
I don't wanna do none of that. I would have ruined that relationship so bad and so quickly, it wouldn't have even been a joke. That's why I'm like, I'm grateful to all my exes. Thank you. May God pay you back, because you have done me favors.
We
to
don't
learn
agree.
about
We
myself.
don't agree with
Y'all don't
this.
agree.
Thank you. No,
I
but it's
appreciate the
lessons.
lessons they send me.
I don't want
Because had I
lessons.
not gone through those
I don't
lessons,
will-
I
I
won't
don't-
appreciate the
No,
man
but
that I have
honestly.
now. I won't treat him the way that I
parents
do.
want
I
us to
wouldn't
be
have learned
lessons.
how to
They did.
talk to
You
him,
just don't know
how to
about it.
talk to him. I wouldn't have
said
learned
you should
how to be patient.
should follow.
And now look at me. I am married. It's been like almost 3 years.
So congratulations. In
Past my 6
conclusion,
month trial.
what's everyone's conclusion from this vast conversation, which we can
Our
take?
conclusion is Valentine's Day is coming. Please, you know what? I wanted to actually give you all some romantic advice, and I ain't really. I'm just saying that because to be polite, and this was just me being nice. Like, actually do something thoughtful. Like, this nigga is very yomba.
sit
This
and
obviously in my
discuss.
country. You know, she was talking about y'all can buy them like them crepe stuff. I ain't gonna lie, they kind of steep. The price is kind of steep, bro. Not everybody can afford a $2,500 a plate. That's kind of like my check for the month.
It's easy to make though.
Exactly.
Okay,
You just need
yes.
some $25 with a foreign
Maybe, like, wake
you know,
up.
$30, and then you know some milk. That's literally how you make crepe.
Like,
It's
that's
not that
their
complicated.
gift. They are seeing you in the kitchen attempting to make
you.
breakfast. Simple gifts.
Yo, simple things.
And if the woman is on top of your head about she needs 30,000 for wig, that's her Valentine's, then that's clearly a woman you need to reevaluate dealing with.
That's what I'm saying.
So you
Cut off.
should maybe
Wait,
also
what?
stop lying to
People
yourself.
do that?
Oh yes, there's a request.
No offense, the Gambian girlies of this generation are moving a bit mad. They're forgetting the economics of this country.
No, they don't care about the
But
economics.
30K for a week.
Yeah, wigs are on average. The ones they like with the long inches are definitely 30K and more.
27
They don't mess around
inches.
with yeah.
27 to 30,000. And they expect a man to flip that bill.
Yeah.
Expecting more.
Expect-
They expect
Yes.
it. And you as a man, you will kill yourself, illegal
fling the
activity to do that. And then you will come and complain what the girlies want. You're giving them what they want.
Okay,
So
you're saying to
everyone
end,
take accountability for the mess we're in.
but actually, I think you solved another problem. So to end corruption, we have to stop making.
No, okay. Shout out. Okay, there's some men. The 30K is just $30. So
Shout out to them.
But
and their wives and their
let's
girlfriends.
be realistic. That's barely 10% of the population. So the other 90%, stop stressing people's
10%.
children.
That's even a high number.
Oh, you see, I'm being generous to I'm being generous to my country.
No, but you're forgetting the diaspora.
The diaspora are very suffering. Okay,
I'm sorry, the
worldwide
Because they
information
also
is
set
everywhere.
standards that are not
Realistic.
realistic.
Okay, so
Even
don't
for them
complain.
to
That's what I'm
uphold.
saying. So don't complain if you're playing into the issue.
If you're playing the society's wants and trends,
Yes.
like you stated earlier,
Exactly.
you're dealing with the trends.
You can't
My
like
only
be
trend
playing
is
into the
simple
problem and then
food.
complaining about no solution.
And also learn
So
about your love
accountability.
languages.
Yes, discuss.
There's a test
Google,
online.
Google.
If you need the list, add me on Crazy Sable.
Google.
I'll send you the link. Test yourself.
Just-
What is your love language? I like gifts. And gifts
Your
can come
husband
in
likes
as
acts
like
of
brought me
service.
juice just from the store. Bring my juice. Like I'm there like, oh my god, thank you.
Your husband might
I'm
be
so
acts
toy.
of service.
You know, I'm so
Valentine's
toy.
Day, do something like.
You know, Valentine's Day, do something cute. Like, I don't know, tell him, you know what, today I just want you to relax. Do you want a spa treatment? Massage that man's legs. He been working all day.
Some of us
I'm
will
just
just
saying.
pay for you to go to the spa. Thank you.
See, laziness.
My conclusion.
I am sending him to the spa, though. That's the funny part.
Uncle Pierre's conclusion.
Forget everything we said because Valentine's Day is a day made of
Oh,
kebabs to
child.
celebrate love, but
Ignore
it's
this
not really.
man.
It's just for materialism. So, like, be you, but like at the end of the day, it's not
Don't
important.
come and kill yourself.
Every day you're with your partner is worth celebrating.
Love.
Agreed. I don't think there should be a
That
specific
is
day
so cute.
that you should express how you feel about your partner.
Yeah, that's wild.
And when I say partner, I'm talking about marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm
Work towards that.
I'm going to be part of the people that, you know, for
We
the
have a
single
few
folks that's
questions
just
there, no?
dating. Oh, no, I did. I asked most of my questions.
okay.
Most.
Yeah.
Is there any
Yeah.
good one?
What's the last one?
Quick fire.
Would any of you want to marry a Gambian man or Gambian
Of
woman?
course.
I did.
You did. You don't have a choice. You're not talking about you right here. Shaggy.
Yeah, man. Gambians all day, every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I do think that
The cultural
mean, you-
compatibility.
yeah, the compatibility is important, and
Yes.
sometimes just because you like someone from somewhere doesn't
Doesn't
necessarily
mean it's
mean
gonna
it
work.
can work.
Yeah.
It will be a little bit harder than
If you just married someone
Yeah.
with automatic compatibility. Because there's already enough to navigate, even in a Gambian
Yeah.
context. So
Yeah.
taking on
it's like just to marry within your class. You know,
Literally.
and class
Yeah.
does not
is
necessarily mean
is
finance.
subjective.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. It's
But
subjective.
class as in cultural class.
Compatibility.
Oh yeah, I
life
did have one more question
expectations.
actually about that. Even like, what are your views on traditions in weddings?
What are your what?
Views on tradition in weddings, like the way that like the J ballet, the traditions that wedding has.
Four
That it's
days
not
of
technically
this.
part of the.
It's not
Quran,
Islamic.
but then they have like 3 days
3
of wedding,
days,
6 days of
17
events.
outfits, almost $1 million seat.
Okay, I don't necessarily mind the traditions that with weddings.
Okay.
I just have a problem with the extravagance that comes with it, right?
Exactly.
I mean, traditions are beautiful.
And important.
It's what gives us our identity,
Identity,
yeah.
and
Serves
I
a purpose.
think people should be able to experience that.
True.
But now, unfortunately, it's almost like a business, right?
Yeah.
Where the people that are really benefiting from that marriage is not really the couple.
No,
Nah,
you're
it's
doing
your
it for
caterer.
everyone
It's
else's.
the it's the hall people.
No.
It's
Yeah.
it's
To
it's
show
the
off
it's
to your
the
friends.
it's the decorator. No, the decorators be eating
Oh my
money.
goodness.
I wish I was a
That's a
decorator for real.
business.
That's a they,
Beyond the business, it's
they are
the
chopped
sociological conditioning of it all.
Yeah.
You're doing it to show your friend's friend or your
Or your classes.
or your family or your particular status in the
Yeah.
country. Like you're trying to show off to people, I have money, my child married into money, this is what we're providing. Da da da.
It's to keep the image.
I'm having a 1-day wedding.
So
The
my
man being-
conclusion is this:
I'm
since
keeping the
this,
money for something
even
else.
though we know Valentine's Day is for white people, and I ain't gonna lie, if y'all don't know what the history of Valentine's Day, y'all need to go look about it because
No, you
they
don't.
both killed themselves on the day of Valentine's Day. But Saint Valentine, but go link it to yourself.
Yeah.
But what I would say is, if you want to do something different and not get that man a teddy bear, as you've clearly heard, he don't like the teddy bear, he don't want the flower, he don't want the cups with
Just
heart,
do
he don't want
the
that
love language
cake.
test.
What you do is buy him a football, take him to that bitch, let him play, or get him a game that he likes or something. Because they say apparently he gotta be for the man.
Do a love
And
language
then give him a
test.
sparkling wine with like a new game controller or something. I don't know, something more affordable. Buy him new headphones because his other one never dog.
Look,
Buy him a better charger,
consideration.
an original charger. He might appreciate that even more because original charger no day. So my point is, try. And for the man, let me tell you what don't hurt. When you buy that fake rose, please spray that rose. Please, in the name of God. I've said this again. I'm gonna say it again. Yes, I'm going to the rose because that musty smell is disgusting. And I got it when I was in high school, and I still ain't forget it. That's my trauma. But I'm telling you is, it's still dusty. They can be upon this. Spray the rose, okay? It's important. Spray the rose, spray the teddy bear, just a little bit. And no, you don't gotta buy her stuff that costs $2K. My mans, get a blanket because you got that in your closet. Go to the supermarket, get some snacks, some chips. They got fruits at Bena pineapple is $100. Grape is $150 for the thingy or $250 for the kilo. Like under $1,000, you can make a whole little brochette thingy for a picnic. You take her for a picnic around 5. You'll be home by all of you by 8, and you're done for that day. Bro, you don't have to move the earth, the moon. Exactly, it's nice. The beach is cool. It's nice. We have the gauge. Use the gauge that you have.
But you guys are saying that's all we men do.
But you don't plan it.
What do you mean we don't plan it?
No.
Have you planned a date? No. Actually, pause. Give me a second. Give me a second. What is the most romantic thing you've done for a woman?
Oh,
Come again?
What's the most romantic thing you've done for a woman?
What is the most romantic I've done? Most romantic
thing you've done for a woman? Yeah.
I mean,
why are you stumbling on the question? You see this level of discouragement? Why are we stumbling?
He's about to give us a politician answer. The thing is,
look,
go ahead.
It can be subjective.
Our points has been.
It's not a universal. The person knows.
Okay.
And they appreciate that.
But
for me, I'm not the type to really talk about my personal life, especially in public. But
he said in public. Okay, put it in a scenario.
It depends on what her love language is.
Okay.
Whatever she wants, I make sure I can.
Yes, the hack is to do the love language test. It will take you far.
It will save you.
It will take you far because you have to consider the other person.
And like he said, if the guy just want to spend time with you, it doesn't matter where it is. If it's at the beach, if it's
but at least tell me if we're gonna be cruising, we just cruising.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Like
no, but
all you have to do, if the guy says I want to spend time with you, that's what matters.
But my time is valuable to me. What do you want to do? No, because there's some people that'll tell you I want to spend time with you and are wasting your time, my G. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I mean if it doesn't matter where they're going, he just want to spend time with you.
But is he spending time with you to waste your time? Yes, you do. See, that's what I'm saying. It is just adding to the laziness of it all.
No, but what if he has a view that he wants to take you to? But he doesn't want to tell you that he.
Then he tells me, hey, we're gonna take a cruise somewhere. I want to show you something, and we're just gonna go do that and come back. That lets me know what I'm doing. Cause bro, don't talk to me. How much you there? Me when I go out, I have to tell.
I'm a full into them kind.
No, he may know, but he not communicating. Again, communication is key here. Cause me, if I'm leaving my house, I'm gonna tell my mama where I'm at. Because if you gonna kidnap me, throw me over a bridge on the sea, they just gonna steal my body and don't know who I was with.
Okay, that's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
that's the thing.
Chances?
No, the chances is there's a lot of young guy men sneaking out saying I'm a panda, but they're really with Sam, and Sam saying no, he's with James, and James really not there. So one of my point is the sneaky people. Gambians are sneaky because we have strict parents. So I see y'all. But back to our sneaky activity. That's the thing. Me knowing where we're going also lets me know how to come to you as, because I'm timid. Man, get fake us rough space, you know. Like I'm not like trying to deal with none of that, bro. I want to know where I'm going, so I know I'm just appropriately for where we're going. I know what to bring along with me, and if I want to add to what you're doing, then I'm not gonna lie, you okay?
Planning a date is not easy.
So planning a date is very yumba.
And that's why you have.
It's not yumba.
It can be your.
Sometimes I wake up, I'll be like, hey, let's go to the spa.
Like, that's it. Or let's go to the cafe for breakfast.
Thank you.
Like, it's nothing
generally speaking,
revolutionary.
we are more consistent with the things that we, like he said, right? We want to introduce you to our world.
Yes. What does your world look like?
It's.
Are you doing that?
That don't involve me watching Arsenal games for like
I mean, that's
90
our
minutes.
world, no?
That's fine.
Yeah, so you gonna
That's
make me
your
watch
word.
Arsenal game for 9 minutes, and then we gotta watch the interview, and then the coach.
that's
Have you
all
fed me
fine.
during this time though?
But okay, just to your point, because when it's
Have you
time
fed
for
me?
Korean, you don't have any consideration for me.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Hey,
We
why
need
you bringing
to-
me-
Reciprocity is important.
Why I gotta?
Why
Why,
you
why am
bring
I
up
out
Arsenal?
here?
Why did you bring up Arsenal?
Because he was against Arsenal today. It's like, look, I don't want to talk
sounds
about Man
personal
U.
now.
No, because I don't want to come up on Man U because
Yeah,
Man U has been embarrassing me.
Yeah.
Man
okay.
U has been embarrassing me. That's why. So I'm gonna stick with Arsenal because Arsenal really just scored like 5 goals, and I'm still see.
Put
I
some
can't
respect on our
stand
name.
greedy people. But you know what I'm saying? My point is,
Okay,
at least
see-
feed me if you're watching the game.
What I'm gonna comment on that is, I think Arsenal fans are the best partners.
Oh no, I've actually read
I
the thing
hate
on
this
that.
When it comes to
argument.
loyalty,
I hate this argument.
they are die hard.
No, they are. I'm not gonna lie.
I want you to choose better for yourself than being
No.
loyal to a losing team.
Hey,
No,
I won
Arsenal
6-0.
actually they won signal that I ain't gonna lie. Their last couple of games has been
they're
good.
improving apparently.
Son,
But,
Man
okay.
U has
Lots of
failed me
high
many
blood
Back to
times.
something I saw on social media, and I think you saw it too. There was a man asked the lady,
Goodness.
if you saw me and I was struggling, would you still date me?
Lol.
And she said no.
Absolutely.
Oh, point blank. Simple.
Agreed.
She
And
said,
this man was wealthy, yeah. But then,
Yes. I don't know you to be saying
When she
yes to
said
helping
no-
you out of struggle.
no, but when she said no,
helping.
he said to me, "You are the struggling one."
one. Yeah, I read that one. I read that because that
Right?
actually was giggles. She's like,
Yeah,
"You're the
if you
broke
think about
man.
it.
Would you date a broke man?" It was something like that. Would you date a broke man? She said no.
redundant
He was
question.
like, "Well, to me, you are the broke man," and I'm like, I
And
don't
if you
even
think
know why
about
you
it-
gotta catch a stray like that.
If you think about it,
I'm not offended. I used to be the broke girl. Like I said, I'm
Okay,
actually
never been
I
broke
think
in this life.
I'm a wealthy
thank
person,
God.
but financially the money was
mean-
not coming in like I thought it
I
would.
mean, I would understand.
And then
that
God shifted
you
my
can't
life.
be broke and dating broke.
That
yeah,
part.
double broke.
That part.
Son,
If
yeah,
you-
double broke now more than I got double build up.
I understand that. I
Yeah.
mean, there should be a basic
You know,
Level.
right? There
Yes.
should at least need should be met. I mean, the
Yes.
Prophet did say you should not marry someone that cannot provide.
provide or take care of you. Better than your
very,
father.
very simple guidelines.
but-
Let's
but-
not
but-
complicate it.
But again,
Yes, people have to pattern their expectation.
exactly.
We're not in Nigeria.
Needs and wants are different.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
The sefa and the dalasi is not the same value. So let everyone be realistic. Nigeria is 300 million. We are 2 million. What they provide, we cannot provide.
Not
Thank you. I just like for the girlies to be realistic about the market.
Gambian men. I mean, the takeaway from this is we
Gambian
should
men do
stop
better.
We should stop dissing Gambian men. We are trying.
We should
Nah,
stop
nah,
dissing
nah,
each
nah.
other and agree that if we all want the same thing, it requires both of us coming
Work.
together
Thank you.
in the better versions of ourselves.
Selves, yes.
Not expecting the other person to take the load or rescue you or adjust to you.
Because not everyone is Superman or Superwoman. Nobody
What
got
has
time
been
for
the
that.
norm though?
The norm has been it's not
Build it.
equally balanced.
I can't say that word, but
In my experience, someone is
Bob
always
the
expecting someone to
Builder,
pick up.
can you fix it? Bob the Builder. No, I can't, but I can try. That's what they
No,
do.
I cannot try.
That's what they did.
cannot try.
They will try. Some women have actually built men.
No.
That left and then when I married somebody 3
That's
months
the
later.
no- and
What
that's-
does, what does building a man entail?
No, it's not building a man. It's
basically building a man.
partnering with a man.
I personally call it build a man because what happens is some people would date men that are not aware or they don't know how to even handle, like they don't have that
elevate.
capacity on how to move forward. Like they're the dreamers but never planners. You know, like they don't got their action set up. Is that one dude that you know like has so much potential? Did you get lumuna just like my potential good?
God
I'm not gonna
forbid.
lie to you.
God forbid,
Like
we don't.
she's saying God forbid, but the actual fact is women fall
dealing
for
with
potential
what
because when
you're
we see
showing
a
me.
potential, we're like, I can help him get that. So it's the savior complex that women need to drop because you are not God. Nobody asked you to save anybody.
God did not give
God's
you
been
life.
handling his job. See me, I like the Quran really much, like to an extent.
God-
But like God
Yeah,
be
let's
out
not.
here telling you what it is. He said, hey, you're not here to build people, you're not here to judge people, mind your business and I'll handle everything else. And see me, I like that. I mind my business. I tell God what I want on my order list. He tells me which time I'm going to receive my delivery from Amazon and I keep it pushing. I'm not going to
It's not
complicate
always
my
that
life.
straightforward, by the way.
No. But that's the thing. Because we don't get stuff how we want to get it. We always think it's not supposed to be like that.
Right.
But then again, you have set up these circumstances in yourself as well for it to look like it's supposed to, because that's what you need to get. It's not always langa buga, it's tamid langa sohla. And people don't like what they sohla. That's the issue. Because what you sound comes with painful experiences, bro. What you sound comes and trials you. But that trial, you have a lesson that you need to learn so that when God gives you somebody that can give you even just the slightest inkling of that, and you know that's not for you, munga say gini sa boba.
Right.
That's the reason why. Because like when my friends like this, she knows, like my friends will talk about how men are this, men are that. But I'm like, but my nigga, like 2 relationships ago, you was dealing with the same man and you still giving this man more time than he deserves. So you should have cut off this man the moment your brain told you he's acting like Sam. I don't need another Sam.
Mm-hmm.
You're wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's my thing. Y'all need to stop wasting your time. Love on who you can love on. Be nice to people because you know life is life.
Yeah,
and
life
you know,
is
be
life.
gentle. And yeah, I don't want to let these
And a
people talk
relationship
anymore.
is a two-way street.
Because they're gonna be on this relationship topic for too long. And frankly speaking, I have a marriage appointment I need to get to. And
What's a
yeah.
marriage appointment.
I don't know.
No, it
I have
means
a meeting. My boss died. Don't put that in. Don't
Huh?
put that in.
Huh?
Don't put that in.
No, is that true?
No,
Yes,
yes,
my
he
boss
died in
a
America
car,
in a helicopter accident with his wife and kid. It
His
was a
wife
whole
and
thing.
kid. Goodness, stop with the helicopters.
read
No matter
about
how
that.
But
rich,
it was a helicopter.
no matter how rich you are, just plane, private jet. What's
So-
with this
but
helicopter?
your boss
obsession?
did a boss move though. He did a Kobe.
I hate that.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. May
And
his
ladies
soul
and
rest in
gentlemen,
peace.
thank you so much for
made
joining
this
us in Hot in the City. And clearly, we have conversations and topics we'll be going through in the coming episodes.
And we say it with
Thank
love.
you for watching.
Okay.
Yes, we say
Love
all
and
this with love.
patriotism. Since
You know
they
what
say
she
I don't
said.
like my own people.
I like my people. I married a Gambian, so
I would like to marry.
Good one.
But there's
Me-
also levels of tribalism. Women tribalists.
We'll work
men
on this
tribalists.
tomorrow. We'll work on this next time.
Stop
you
it.
say we'll work on that next time. As far as I'm concerned, Sha, I have done my best. I've prepped you for Valentine's Day as best as I can. And
Yeah.
girl, if you find your man cheating on that day, don't fight the girl. Fight him. What are you on? So let go. That's all I'm saying.
And
that's all the advice I got.
Don't
That's,
give
that's all
them.
I s-
Don't go to the office to give the man
Yes.
his Valentine.
Women need to get their power back.
Yes, conference
Grandma, they
loading.
need to there, but like I want an actual conference
The
for just
conference
women.
is loading.
They did say a man's productivity is directly connected to,
To a
their
woman.
access to sex.
Oh,
If access to sex is so easy, it actually lowers men's productivity. which is
the
not good for
science
society as a
has
whole.
the science has
No,
confirmed
because
that. So
also-
we should also
So
stop being stubborn and
you
try
you
something
you guys holding back actually helps us to do better, to
Thank
be
you.
better.
Yes.
Listen,
That's a
this is
topic
why
for another
Our
day.
grandparents used to be out here activating for be a virgin.
Okay, child.
But I don't wanna be on
2024.
that
We can
conversation.
we can have
So
more
I'm not
nuanced
gonna-
conversations.
So
about
yeah, we won't.
that.
That's the feminism I kind of
Bye.
believe in, low key.
Bye.
But like, y'all
Bye.
live your best
Bye.
life.
Bye.
It's been
Bye.
fun.
Thank you for
Twitter.
having us, Senabu.
Thank y'all
Been a
for
good
joining
one.
me. I know y'all got work. You know, I trust. I told my family I was gonna be at the house in Woodlook since 11 in the morning. So they called me and I was like, I forgot I had things to do.
Yeah. Been a good one.
But this has
Yeah.
been fun.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all for taking your time on
Yeah.
your Sundays.
Thank you for having
Now
me.
everybody can go home and prep for tomorrow is Monday, and we all gotta look like we woke up and had enough sleep.
Productive members of
Thank
society.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Get that money.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.